Every day, once a day, give yourself a present. Don't plan it. Don't wait for it. Just let it happen. Could be a new shirt at the men's store, a cat nap in your office chair, or 2 cups of good, hot, black coffee.
Just messing with you. You will not stay here 30 seconds waiting. I was just messing with you.
Oh my god.
Oh, cousin, sorry. I came a bit late.
So everything
with,
good? Everything good.
Yeah, everything good, everything good.
Hey
very
guys.
slow week. Very slow week.
Uh,
Very slow.
Very slow week, but
You know that what's the name of that that meme that has that guy with a stick asking Hot Toys to move?
is that even a stick? It's some kind of like a sausage. Like, hey, do something.
Yeah, do something, do something. But yeah, very slow week. We spent almost 1 hour this afternoon discussing what are we going to talk about,
Oh
right?
yeah. An hour
were-
is under exam. I mean, dude, that's an understatement. We've been talking about it like the whole day. It's like, what are we gonna talk about? But luckily, we have our topics and we have our,
I say 1 hour all day.
well, time goes different in China, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, but before we go into those topics, we are just say hello here to the people. We got StreamYard in the house. How are you, my friend?
Yeah, what's up?
You
Keep
know this is
going.
not a real person, right?
I know. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
We got F Wellington in the house. Hi, how are you, my friend? Figure posing channel. How are you? Actually, a stream during my daytime hours. Oh, cool. We got Lane Kramer in the house. Almost breather time. So with Prime One putting out a statue for Blue Bill, do you guys feel Hot Toys could be working on a figure of him, or might have one soon for pre-order as a one-off figure? I don't know, man. I think DC is not in a good position at this moment, and it's a wait and see game. Let's see. I even see League of Legends logo on the thumbnail. Oh yeah, that League of Legends logo I
was all
put on the
cousin right
laptop
here.
on that laptop, but it's all Christian. I
love it.
don't know anything about League of
I
Legends.
love it.
Brother probably all on that Kaiser figure XP. No,
Exactly.
actually no. Bob Dylan, this thumbnail artwork is so kawaii. Who did it? Was not me. It was Mid Journey. I don't do any of these things. We need a Bob Dylan thumbnail. Oh, we can do one. It's easy. We have here more. Go. AJ Agruza, greetings friends. Opal as well. How are you, my friend? Six Shiro Ellen also passing by. How are you, Ellen? If you want to join us, I can send you a link. We want to come over here. And El Profesor Mario, are you already at work or you are on the way? If not, I will send you the link.
Trophy.
Flo Z, greetings from Germany. Greetings, my friend. Hope all is good. Andrew Kalika, who made that drawing on your thumbnail? Mid Journey. Sorry. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys.
What are you
but this,
apologizing for?
this was done by Mid Journey.
No, you put too much
Agent
work.
Phil Silver Fox. Hey, well, how are you, my friend? By the way, did you solve your issue with Mars Toys Joker? Did you got a replacement, or how did you solve that?
Let us
There
know.
are so many awesome people in this chat. Glad to see you all. Anthony, Ellen, and Mario, of course. Everyone is here. Domaton also here. What's up, gentlemen? Deadpool Red Suit, good afternoon. How are you? I saw your comment that you left from our last live stream. If you ever want to join us on a live stream, let us know.
Yeah.
Everyone is welcome. Anyone want to cancel my work meeting 20 minutes so I can listen to this awesome stream longer?
I love it.
Cancel is difficult, but we can find someone that go to that meeting for you if it's possible. we can find someone. We have Anthony in the house. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, dude.
What are you doing here at this hour? So early. Lancelot's Nerd Corner. Hello everyone. Deadpool Red Suits. I own 43 Hot Toys figures. Maybe I will stop at 50.
No, you
That's
won't.
what we all say.
No, you won't.
I will stop at 50. When you have the 51, 52, okay, let me stop at 80. So
Dude, I
right
started
there.
with 2 details. I said 8, it will be done. Look at me now.
Yeah, it's impossible. It's a pit. Joker J in the house, fellas listening at work. Hope you are having a work day, a good work day. Professor saying I'm at work, bro. Starting an hour early so I can join. Oh, I can think about that. Late bloomer in the house, watching this half dead low. Oh, love to you all. How are you, late bloomer? I hope you guys have a good discussion at work too, but I will try to listen when I can. No problem. If you guys have to work, all good. Ellen is already in pajamas. No problem.
Okay. It's all good.
No issue.
It's all good.
Agent Silver Fox, send it back to Kit. I was happy with just my first patch, so didn't need a second one. Okay, that's fair. If you got it solved, I feel good for you. Hey Mario and Fear.7 are going to a meeting in 20 minutes. Everyone is going to meetings on Thursdays. I get up early now, gotta eat the gym to start the day. That's good.
Oh.
Iron King in the house, peekaboo. Iron King
Yo.
today he already is I would call him the Gandalf of hot toys
He is.
toys. Yes, he said
He
today the Black Panther is coming today or tomorrow. 1-6 shooter in the house. Good morning, hello,
Morning.
good evening here, my side. Good morning for you, Dilo the collector in the house. Morning, everyone. Hello, Dilo. In your time zone, I think it's also difficult to join us, but if you want to join, let me know and I'll send you a link. Agent Silverfrog, sorry to hear you, and at least you have the first patch. Yes, the first patch was definitely the best one, and if you have the first patch, it's all the better. For the topics we have today, which one we want to start with? What? With those cute bases.
Oh, the bases. All right.
Yeah,
We can go with that
the
first.
bases.
course.
I don't know if you guys. I didn't saw this on YouTube. I even don't know if these appear on YouTube because I had to search this on some Chinese website.
I'm not sure if it's on PO on any site.
I don't think so because I tried to search on Facebook and I could not find this. This website is a bit tricky to navigate, but anyway, I will try here to share the
Yes,
screen.
Anthony. We'll make some time for that too.
So we got here. This basically is a display basis for. You can use it for any figure, right? But this
For any
is mainly
figure.
for Mandalorian. They use here. I think they attach to each other. You buy one by one, and they attach to each other, and they have that LED light there in the down. Let me see here other
Oh, is that like
photos.
attachable? I thought they were just like lining
Yeah,
up
I think they are attachable.
That is awesome. That is
Jesus,
awesome.
what am I doing here? Whoa. Whoa.
I mean, is it your
Okay,
first time
stop.
using a Mac or something? I don't know.
Okay, you see here, they connect to each other.
Does it
They
really
l-
connect? Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I'm just curious. Like, do they really like
And they have
attach
that.
together?
They have that. Jesus, can you please stay still? Stop. Okay, thank you.
Doing?
I don't know. This website is very. You
Oh,
see
it's the
here.
website. All right.
You see, they make this here will look like it's a passageway. Looks pretty cool.
I mean, it kind of like reminds me of the whole like the scene in Book of Boba Fett, but like a Mando show. I think I forget what episode that was, like what number that was, but you remember like when Mando kind of visits the armor and the heavy Mando. It kind of like reminds me of that scene, like. And I guess we can use this for any like Star Wars diorama. Yeah, I guess it works.
I want to see here. There's a part here where they show the. You see, they are also using this for the Arkham figures. It works perfectly
Of
for
course.
for Arkham. But it's basically this. You got the base, then you got those 4 poles to attach to that grill.
Oh, now I see it. Oh,
You
okay.
understand?
Yeah.
And then they can connect. They connect to each other. That doesn't need any connection. They just fit with each other.
Yeah, I guess
But they
so.
do this especially for Mandalorian because they have here the plate saying the Mandalorian Star Wars.
Wait, what are they saying? One's Mando and what's the other one? Because I can't read.
The other one just says diorama base, nothing more.
Alright. It's all good too. It's all good. So it's like a kind of like a hollow space in the middle, like and just like poles, just holding it. Yes.
Here where I'm passing the mouse, this is empty, it's a hollow space.
No? Oh, dude, you know what? We can actually put like little droids or something in there. That'll be awesome. Also.
But I don't know. Here they are using a lot of Photoshop to show the how this works. But let me see the price.
Yeah, that's
A,
another
B.
issue though.
Why
What's
they
an-
have A and B? Jesus.
What's an A and B?
This is a 002. Oh, the B is this one. Okay. The B
Wait,
has
wait.
this. The B have
Hold
one
on.
thing. Have this kind of piece here.
Cousin,
Yeah.
we need to look at the chat. Anthony.
What do you want? What brand is the base?
No. Dude, wait. Anthony. Oh, so when you get home. So, can you tell us when?
Yeah, when you get home, then let me know. This brand is Mojing Toys. I write
Yeah.
here in the shit.
Mojing.
Is,
Yeah, Mojing toys. And apparently they did other bases before. I'm sure everybody is kind of familiar. They did like the Mando bases, the dioramas, and the
Hey John.
They were yeah. Hey John. They were
Hi,
supposed
Polo.
to do the
Flow Warden.
what was that? The Bantha?
Is these ones that were making the Benta, the figure?
Yeah, it was the same company. And by the way,
it
shout
was
out to
released or
Mario.
not?
Thanks. Huh?
It was released or not?
No, I'm still waiting, and I haven't heard anything. But yeah, apparently it's the same company that did the Bantha and the other dioramas, and it was very unpopular. And I saw a lot of
Yeah,
people
you
like
can-
the other bases were kind of like released, and I saw a lot of people like using them, and it looks dope. And with this one, it's even better because like you see, like we can use it for DC. It doesn't like only like restrict to Star Wars. So I guess this could attract a lot of people. Definitely.
Okay, so this one here is the A. The price for this one is let me make the Jesus. This one is $44. The A.
44.
Yeah, for one base, and the B should be around $48, $48 is the price they have for this.
What's the B? And what's the difference between the A and B?
This is the A, right? That you have
Yeah.
this, you have the 4 poles and the base, but the B, you got here this kind of
okay.
corner that you can change. It's interchangeable, and you have this piece here that you see here. This girl here is holding the
Kind of
piece
like a
here.
yeah. There you go. Yeah, I totally missed it. Yeah. So like, how much is the B?
The B
40
should
for
be
the
around
A.
$48, 46,
48.
48.
That's not too much for like I mean $8 added. Yeah, I mean I
Yeah.
think it's very reasonable. I mean, can you see yourself picking up any of those?
No,
No, really?
no.
That easy. Whoa.
Not easy
I mean,
one.
I could no, cause like I could imagine maybe like if I had a big of a Mando lion as you, I would like just line them up on top of my DTOF and like just put some more.
But
alien
I don't
lights
have
and-
I don't have any top to line them up.
Yeah, fair.
They
Whatever.
look cool. They look cool if you want to build something like a diorama or something like that. That you have, for example, imagine for example here in that shelf where I have the Ecto one and everything. If I have 2 layers only for Mando, I could build a diorama there. But it's not on my
so
idea
you
right
know what?
now.
Since you brought up the vehicles that you have behind you, I mean, you can use these just to like put, just like kind of like put them in, like in front of the cases and look like kind of like a garage thing that going. I think that'll be dope too. Yeah,
What?
you can like put it. You can like place it in one of your shelves in your in your cases with your vehicles, and you can kind of make it look. It's kind of like a garage thing, like in some kind of like a what do you call them? Like a car shops.
So how many I need?
I don't know. Take your guess to fit your whole like shelf line. I mean, I don't know. So
I
I'm
will
guessing
spend
like
what
10?
$500 in bases.
Yeah,
I will spend $500
Just
only
all
in
in,
bases.
all in, dude. All in, of course.
Okay. Let me just read here the chat. David, how are you? He's saying now it's 2 live chats in the same week. No, it's not. This Monday was only one of a kind because
Oh yeah.
we had to change the time for Justin and Ellen to be on the live stream because the live stream is always at this hour on Thursdays. That doesn't change. It's only one per week. Only in special occasions we will do other one, but it's not a common thing because that time basically is my working time, is also Christian working time. It's not doable for us. Jesus.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. AJ saying this looks pretty cool. Figure posing, also agree with that. Owen is asking, brother, when can we expect to see a review of In-Art Gandalf? I have no idea. I have really no idea. My Gandalf is paid already. I have no idea.
Really?
I
Like
don't
no
think
news.
I don't think it will be this month. Honestly,
Oh.
I don't think.
But
Because
what was
there
the
is
rumors
no-
going? Like, is it like the rumors? Were
Even
going that
before with the Joker, because they ship first in China for the normally they ship for the customers that pre-order on Queen Studios website, but they have the VIP customers because if you are a VIP, they have the VIP card like Hot Toys also have, right? But you are given preference, so you will receive always first if you are a VIP. Last time with the Joker was the same because even before I had the Joker, there was, I would say, around 10-20 people already were with the Joker and sharing photos on Weibo. So I think we will see. I think Greenart will make a video first, unboxing video, and only after that they will start to ship here in China. David is saying I need a blurg. I already have one, and
I need
as
a
much
blur.
as I like the blurg, it takes a lot of space. Takes
I
a
need it
lot
right
of
there.
space.
Yeah.
Now is the right time to buy the blurgs because they are cheap now. The blurgs now are going for very cheap price.
Kinda. Yeah, kinda. But then if
Yeah.
I pick it up, I'll need to pick up like a 2-pack, like with Mando or with Quill. Yeah, but then, yeah, that is
And
true. That is true. Unfortunate though.
and talking about the blurg is interesting that what you were telling me about the prices.
Oh yeah.
I see starting today that Fennec and Cosca Reeves, the prices start to go up a bit. They were going down, and
Yeah.
now they start to go up.
So are they like back on retail or not? Not yet. Not yet. Still not there
Already,
yet?
they are,
Already?
everything is here already. Yeah, everything is here.
Damn.
Everything is here. My Fennec arrived tomorrow, and my Cosca should arrive on Sunday. I hope.
That
But
is
I have
surprising.
been unlucky with the clone pilot. The clone pilots. Fuck the clones. I will ever collect clones. The droid. I'm
You
kidding.
didn't say that.
The
You didn't
droid.
say that.
No, I didn't. The droids.
Yeah.
Ash Shays in the house. What's
Yo.
up, Plastic Crackheads? Ash Shays. Wolf Creek for life.
Wolf Creek, my man.
And
No Mario.
Professor say we are expecting 2 streams a week now. 2 stream, one on your channel, not on mine.
There you go.
I really like the non-complaint nature of this stream. Great job, guys. I'm going into a meeting. No complaint. Yeah, we don't complain much. We are sometimes we
I
just
may be doing a little bit of that. I'm sorry, but then yeah.
sometimes we complain, but we are always very light on that. I think we can talk about your venture this week.
My venture.
Yeah, because you added this topic, the getting the setup for live streaming, and I think some people that are listening to us sometimes they think, oh, I would also like to join a live stream or something like that. And for you, Christian, you've been in a buying spree of stuff for live stream.
Yes. Oh yes.
You got a microphone, you got a camera, you got ring lights, you got everything. So tell us what was your experience?
First of all, thank you so much, so that I may have all of this right now, making me spend so much money. But I am so happy right now. But I mean, when I was first invited, I didn't think much of it. I mean, maybe I could just show up as a guest on LWO. I think it was on your channel first, and I was just using my phone for the the camera, for the mic, and I was just using my AirPods. And I think at some point I felt like I needed to kind of get my own stuff for streaming, and like, so I guess I started with this mic. And Joao, you actually recommended me with two, which was the Hyper Quad.
This one,
Hyper
this one,
X Quad?
this is a Quadcast X.
Podcast. Yeah, there you go. And like I was kind of like contemplating to pick which one, because like there was a that lighted like the red, just like you have, or the RGB. And then you told me like, don't go for the RGB. You just need the same red one. It's like,
Just tell us which one you buy.
yeah. So I was kind of like just doing some research, and now I have this this is called the Sennheiser. I think it's a German company. It's called the Sennheiser Profile, and it's really simple. It's very easy to use. You just plug it, and you just plug it on your computer, and done. Like no software. Like, by the way, for anybody who are like kind of like new to this thing, the setup is kind of bonkers and kind of crazy when you have to like use the software that the whatever this thing you're using, whether it's the camera or the mic. And I've seen some reviews, and something gets hectic. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how I'm sounding right now, but I'm just learning to use my voice and my mic settings every day. But yeah, I think this is doing a pretty well job, and it didn't cost way too much considering like there are way too high-end ones. Yeah. And then Anthony, you are in, my bro.
You continue with your story, because if not, we'll stay here 1 hour. Let me handle Anthony.
Yeah, and then after that, I went to the camera, and I was looking around, and of course, like Joanne, everybody was recommending me. And after doing my own research, I went for the Razer Kio Pro. So like, I actually didn't get him at like some retail from a online store. I just got him from like a BST thing, like secondhand. So I was kind of worried, because like cameras can be tricky in second hands, but I just met the guy in person. I checked it, and it was all good, and I didn't like hook it in though. But then like, as far as I saw, like it was all good. So like, I'm guessing the camera is looking fine for you guys, and I tried it. Like I just tested it like on 1080p, and I think it looks great, and the whole thing is really solid. And after that, everyone was telling me to fix my lights. Your lighting is horrible, terrible. So yeah, and then
That's on Mario, not on me. That's Mario. Mario is the lighting
That is
guy.
also on you. You cannot blame that on Mario. But yeah, I was just using some bulb lights and some harsh lighting, and yeah, I just went to some like these local electronic stores, and like I was just sending pictures to Joao. I was like, dude, which one do I pick? And he told me like just get the big ones. So I got these ring lights with the tripods, and yeah, they were good. I mean, when I first like lit them up and tried it, I wasn't really like okay with the lighting. My whole face was still dark. I couldn't figure out why, and then I kind of like realized I have to stay away and far from my detox, because I don't have a what do you call them, a dimmer, when you kind of like control the lighting.
Yeah.
I don't have a dimmer on my detox, so like these are like crazy bright. So like yeah, I had to kind of like stay away from them, and I moved my position, and I had to kind of like play with the contrast, and this is where it got me. So like I'm not sure how I'm looking right now, but yeah, as far as I can see right now, this is what you guys are hearing, and this is what you guys are looking at. So yeah, I mean it was very new. This whole YouTube and streaming is very new to me, but every day I learn something new, and it's very exciting, and it's very enjoyous. Yes, I'm having a lot of fun.
Great. Thanks for sharing with us. Hey.
Oh, well, hello there.
Yo.
Good morning.
Yo, wait.
What's up, man?
Isn't this the first time I'm meeting you here on some kind of stream? Nice
No.
to meet you, by the way.
No, yeah. So I guess on a stream, maybe, yeah. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Nice
Morning.
to meet
Morning for you.
Christian. For the first
Yeah.
time live.
Yeah.
Is it?
First time live, dude. First
Yeah,
time.
with your setup anyway. You're looking good, man.
No, yeah. All good. Dude, what
Yeah,
time is
my
it
man.
though?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, baby.
Jesus,
Yeah.
you already went to the gym, or you still
Yeah,
going to the
I
gym?
get up at
later?
5:30 and then
Damn.
just having some coffee.
Whoa.
Oh, that's a healthy lifestyle.
Well,
Dude, are you
Yeah.
preparing for like a photo shoot or something? Like, well, what's going on, dude? Like, damn.
photo shoot.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Oh no, just because I'm just getting back in shape, dude. Yeah.
You look great, dude. You look
Well,
great.
thank you, my man. It's good to be here this morning.
It's interesting that Anthony is here because the next topic we are going to talk
Oh.
kinda resonates with him, and I also
Oh,
want
yeah?
to hear his thoughts.
Interesting. I don't know what the
What's
topics
your-
are.
What's your current collection direction?
Ooh, current collection direction. That's a good one,
Yeah.
man. Isn't that always evolving?
I don't.
Always
This
is.
topic was brought by Christian. I still need to ask him what he really want to know.
What would you like to know,
Well-
Christian?
Just what you're thinking for your future. You should have your kind of picture ready. I think, like your whole whole image of what your collection would look like. I don't know for end of this year, I guess.
Looking Bob.
Yeah.
You're right, dude. That's kind of funny, man. Like, I don't know if I'm the only one that does it, but I try to plan things out, like even draw them out. For my particular situation though, like I'm probably gonna be moving, and then when I do, I'm already trying to factor in like my square footage, right? So, because I'm gonna redesign stuff. So when you think you gotta think future proof in that sense, right? So I know whatever size area I'm gonna have is gonna be X amount of whatever, whether they're cases or stands for statues, whatever, and you plan all that, and then you kind of think, okay, well, this spot's dedicated for this spot's dedicated for that, but it's hard because everything's awesome. You want to get everything, or at least I do, so you're just like, well, can you get everything? You can't get everything. Like you can, but you run out of room, you run out of money, then your collection looks crazy. So it just really depends, man. Star Wars is still Star Wars if it's OT, but I'm kind of waiting to see what they do as far as new updates. So I'll probably still grab, any type, like if they do a 2.0 something from OT, that's got to come in. Other stuff you got to take is back seat, man. Like Mando, had to get rid of that. This is too much, and it's cool, but does it matter to me? And that's how I kind of look at my collection. Like I want everything in my collection to absolutely matter to me, regardless of if I like the show or I like the movie. Does it really resonate with me though? And that's tough because everything looks great. A new figure drops, you're like, wow, that looks awesome, I want to get it. Then you're like, well, do I really love it, or is it just kind of cool to have? And that's kind of the battle that I have all the time, if that makes any sense.
Well, it kind of does, and it kind of doesn't, because like that wasn't actually the question that I was expecting from you. Like, so I was actually curious on specifically like what lines will you be pursuing?
Oh, I guess it depends, man.
Are we gonna like tiptoe this thing?
Yeah, I mean, really, because if it's anything, RoboCop's pretty
like,
cool.
I only ask because you look like you're really deep into your arcade and
Yeah,
your
anything
Star
arcade, like
Trek
New Wave just dropped,
and your DC,
Frenzy
your
and
Batman
Berserk,
collection.
Batman for sure, 89, 66, because I'm still getting Jazz Inc.'s 89 Batmobile, the Afterlife, as Joel has, that's still coming. So vehicles are a huge thing, you know what I mean? They take up a lot of freaking space. So that's going to be a tough one, man. It's going to be a tough one, dude, because think about how many vehicles you have. If you have 5, 6, 7 vehicles, that's a trade-off of what, how many figures? Space-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
can
space-wise is a
can you
lot.
even do the math? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot, especially the Ecto-1. I mean, that's 44 inches long. That's a whole,
Insane.
the whole rack,
Dude, it's
yeah.
really
So
different when you like hear these numbers like 40 something inches, and I kind of like saw the Ecto one, the original one. I don't know, it was like last year. I didn't know it was that big. I didn't know it was that long, dude.
It's huge, dude.
It's huge. Like the first thing I
huge.
said when I saw it, I was like, yeah, this is definitely not for me because like I cannot like do this thing. Like I cannot like yeah, I have no space for that. Yeah. What like,
No.
The art behind it is like aside. I just can't do it. Like I don't have the display or the space. So,
No, it's a big problem, especially if you have, DTOFs. Like a lot of people have a lot of DTOFs, and then you're like, well, vehicles are kind of out of the question. I mean, you can maybe get away with like a Tumbler or something like on top, maybe, or a DeLorean, because the DeLorean's pretty low profile and small. But some of these larger ones, no, you got to like really update cases, either making the racks or Moji cases or something, right? Yeah, that Ecto one's freaking huge, dude.
But David was asking Anthony if you are going to move all the collection behind you. You are going to take everything, because if you are moving, you need to take everything with you.
Oh yeah, I got. Yeah, that's the whole thing of moving, man. It sucks.
Agent Silver Fox was asking if you are going to
eventually,
modifications or if you are going to keep the garage shelves that you are as you are using now.
Yeah, eventually I'll probably convert over, man, because I have a couple, but they're not set as like a combination or anything. You know what I mean? I got a DF120 and a DF60, but those are just independent. I would like to build one, because as much as I like my racks, the problem is I can never get them dust proof. I just can't, man. I've tried multiple ways, and maybe it's just these specific ones that I've had over the years, but they don't. It's a pain in the ass, dude. So yeah, eventually we'll probably do a full Moji case conversion for what I have planned. Like what Christian's saying, like thinking ahead, like how are you gonna, where you go with your collection, like do you have the space for it? And I got a lot of Star Trek as well, so like those all need dedicated shelves, for example, or the arcades or all my 80s stuff, or like Empire Strikes Back or things like that. Like what do? You have to kind of plan it out, because otherwise you just have a bunch of random shit everywhere, and they may stay in boxes. They what I mean, they may just kind of mismatch fit on a shelf because that's the only space that you have. So you're like, well, that's where it's gonna go, I guess, for now.
Yeah, I mean,
mod cases they can do
project
customize.
seems massive. A long project too.
Yeah, well, I figure if I end up moving, then that's perfect. Because you're just coming in.
Luck, dude.
It's a lot of work, dude. Yeah, I'm not gonna have fun moving, dude. But it's not gonna be for a little while, dude. I don't like next summer. So I still got plenty of time. Yeah.
It's tough, but still really cool. You got those Costa cases as these tons of space and flexibility. Bob Dylan, and he also asked, I know Mafia has the best Star Trek collection of anyone, but any plans to ever collect Star Wars stuff?
Not Disney.
I've got another 9 model cases coming in 3 weeks. The guys at Model Space are really great.
Oh, yeah.
Silver Fox has already, I don't know how many, 16
Awesome,
or 14 module cases. He has a room
14
full of
module
them.
cases?
Yeah, he's got a nice looking display.
Yeah,
It's
really.
slick.
Very clean, very, very, really beautiful. I think 14, he has 14 or something like that. With more 9, he's going for over 20 module cases. So
Very jealous. Very jealous.
you are. Today you were telling me the guy doing the display case for your Slave One. He coached you.
Not for my Slave One. Like that was the other one that kind of like, it kind of looks like your garage shelves, but then they have like a kind of like a opening doors. You kind of like you pull them from under. So like the guy was, I sent you the picture, but I can't remember like how many cases, like shelves he was like planning. But then like he posted something on our community, and like it seemed like he was preparing like his whole wall in some kind of like his room or something to be like just filled with those cases, and like each shelf would be like the size of the ones that Joao has. So like I'm guessing there'll be like at least, as I can remember, 12 or 16 shelves made in custom, where you can have just like they're all sealed in glass, semi-glass. I don't think they're glasses, but like
no, those ones are with glass. Those ones that open like that are with glass.
Yeah, because like I already
because they use gas springs on the sides to open and close. Those
exactly.
that must be glass, cannot be acrylic. Acrylic will not sustain the gas spring.
Yeah, he was using some kind of phrase. I don't know what term that is, but yeah, it's not glass, but it's something like that. I don't know, but yeah. So I asked him, and like, dude, it's awesome. So do you know how much it will cost you? I was like, yeah, I'll DM you and like later. It's like, and then he just kind of like, yeah, I kind of like figured it out, and it seems like it's gonna cost more than 18K. I was like, holy shit.
That's
dude. Like,
insane. That's
Yeah,
insane.
like, congrats, dude. Like, I mean, if you have like,
Right.
if you have the yeah, I mean, if you can like pull it, yeah.
I think even module cases will not be that expensive. Louis Libitz in the house, morning crew, and the collector one. Hope everyone is doing great. Good morning to you. And Bob Dylan is asking here, the Conca cases will start shipping. No, I asked them. They said they're still studying. I think I don't know if they will ever do that or no. Even here in China now, they are with a delay of almost 50 days to deliver the orders. So, don't know. 6 scale mafia. Oh, can I come? Lol. You want to go to visit you in Vegas? Hey, it's the mafia, man. Christian, but okay. How about your collection? What is your
Wait,
direction?
you haven't spoken in a while. Why, don't you want to go first?
I can go, but for me it's very easy. For me it's in the near future. Okay, the coming future. Coming future is finishing the Ghostbuster setup. That's one goal. Second is to continue the 89 line, because I already have the Batmobile. I want to add more stuff. Go on, because I'm already so deep into the Mandalorian line. I will not give up now. I will go until the end. I will not stop. I will go until the end. Probably branching into Ahsoka too, because I don't think Ahsoka will give you a lot of figures, but branching into that too. And then is those one-offs, and see what can we get, for example, from Back to the Future. But one thing I'm sure, and this one thing that relieves me a bit, is that anything Marvel, I'm very easy to say no, I don't want.
Oh.
Anything Marvel, I just can't at this. I cannot at this moment. I cannot. May I regret after some time? Maybe, but at this, I'm not regret. I didn't regret selling my Infinity War line when I sold, because if I wanted to sell it now, I will lose much more money, because the Infinity War line now is not worth anything. But it's not about the value. But I knew when I had the Infinity War figures. I don't know. Oh Jesus, Alexa, turn on display. When I had the Infinity War line, I don't know if I have 8 or 10 figures, but you know when you have something in your collection, and when you look at that and you don't feel any connection with that, you just
that's when it's got to go.
Why did I get these?
Yeah.
And then I think it's already born with you. You are really attached to a line, or you are not. You cannot force it. You cannot force this. I think it's very difficult to force attachment to a line. And I do like Spider-Man. I think the Spider-Man I really like. But that's about it. But then is those RoboCop. I have the RoboCop. I also want to add the new one that's coming, the 89 Batman. And then I would like to collect Stranger Things, but I think I'm already late, because those 3-0 figures are very expensive here. 11
They're fairly cheap here, man.
I don't know why, because 3-0, I asked 3-0, and because here they have the official store, they told me 3-0 doesn't have license in China to sell Stranger Things.
So that's why then.
What the people selling here is people that take them from overseas and then sell here in China. They import and sell them here. That's because Stranger Things didn't play in China. There's no Netflix here.
Makes sense.
My Netflix account is from Hong Kong. Anyone getting the Aslab Ghost? Yeah, I think Anthony, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I backed it.
You backed it. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. How many?
She
One?
with big
2?
boobs. Dude, where's the figs? Mayonnaise with bread. This is my friend. He like mayo with bread. Christian, okay, let us know what's your current collection
Oh no,
direction.
dude, like
I
nothing
know.
nothing too
Nothing.
specific, but yeah, like
You have the
yeah,
slave one, that huge slave
yeah.
one.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, I mean that really came out of nowhere, but you guys all know, like, yeah, I just kind of like had to pull the trigger, and like, I didn't know if I was if it was kind of like a FOMO thing, so I was like, I think I was like talking to everybody for like 2 days, I think. I was like, dude, I don't know what I'm feeling, I don't know if this is right, and then like, I was checking all the boxes and then talking with everybody, like, dude, this is it for me, like, this is the right one because like I've been looking at everyone like Joao, you, and Anthony, and especially like Dylan, and we have like CP603 and like everybody in this community like enjoying their vehicles, 6K vehicles, and like they were like so massive and so beautiful, and like I felt like I was missing out because like it almost felt like I ran out of like excuses to not buy a vehicle because I love them. It's just like I didn't have any like connection with them. So was it like, were there no Star Wars vehicles? No, like there's a snow speeder and there's like other stuff too. Like, so why didn't you pull it? The thing is, I don't have like much. I'm sorry guys, but I don't have much attachment to OT like everybody does, because like it's very short story. But then for me, I had no idea of Star Wars before getting into the prequels. My first Star Wars movie in my lifetime, for the first time, was Attack of the Clones. And then I went to, of course, Revenge of the Sith in the theaters. And then later
There's
on,
nothing wrong with that.
No,
Yeah.
because like it was kind of like a whole nother adventure for me. Because like you guys wouldn't like imagine how would that be like. So I had no idea of the existence of OT and everything, and like I was just waiting for another sequel movie from the Revenge of the Sith, and then I was just waiting around, and then I clearly just at some point found out there's Phantom Menace, and then that's when I first saw it, and then I guess I went to a college or a university. I don't know which one you guys say, but then I was there, and then I just felt like I was kind of trying to dig into it, and then I found there that the OT was actually not some random Star Wars movie that was long time ago. Because I thought it was like, how IPs they get remastered.
Yeah.
I thought that was the case for the PT, like the prequels. So I thought like the OT was like the same thing.
Oh,
But-
they just kind of like rebooted
Yeah, just like
it
a
and
older
kinda-
version
yeah.
of the PTs. Like, and then I was just reading the plot and everything. Oh, Jesus, I gotta look into this. And that was my first time watching the OT. So that was pretty late. I mean, like in my early 20s. So yeah, I mean, I love every movie. I mean, right now, like my second favorite Star Wars movie is Empire. So I have all the appreciation and I love it. It's just like it doesn't really have that. I don't have that kind of connection. Like I just can't. I just don't. So I was just
Yes,
waiting.
John. Is the slave one from MIC?
Yeah. So like, the other question is like, yeah, isn't the slave one from the OT? So wouldn't that like not make sense? But no. Like for me, like the slave one is just like the slave one. Like, as I see it, it's the same ship that I see from the Book of Boba Fett or the like in the prequels. It was painted in a different color, but still, for me, that would be the definitive slave one. So like, yeah. And I was just looking at it, it's beautiful. And the funny thing is, like, when I first saw it, like, announced, I saw the price. I mean, when you see the sticker price, and I'm always used to, like, six scale, it's like, that's a hefty price. Like, no, I no, like, no way. And then, like, I got the talking, and, like, when you get the feel of the dimension of how big that thing is, it's like, dude, they're just giving this away. I just gotta get it. Like, there's no way I'm passing on this. So like, and the other thing was, like Joao kind of like brought up the payment plan things. Like, it's actually doable. So yeah, I'm all in. So yeah, I mean, right now, I'm just gonna continue the Star Wars line, and I may just fill in the essential characters that I don't have right now. Maybe backtracking, like, included, of course. But like the possibility of 2.0s is kind of like not the issue for me, because like, I mean, even for the the OT, like the New Hope, Disguised Troopers. I mean, Han and Luke. I got them recently, and I honestly, if you ask me, they would do a rooted version or a 2.0 at some point. I just got them because like, I don't know if they'll do another sculpt, because I feel like if they do it, and after looking at Anakin, they would be like upgrading the sculpt, but I have that kind of image for those guys. Like they are the kind of like the, I don't want to say that word, but the grails that I was like hunting for like for forever. So I wouldn't mind if they were like 2.0. I just want that representation because like how they look as a figure and how they like represent is like different for me. Like those are the ones that I always like wanted. So yeah, and then so backtracking will be included, and I guess right now, other than that, I'm thinking I'm not like getting rid of them, but I feel like I will be kind of like really kind of picky in 6 scale, and I might really go deep in vehicles and like studio scale models and yeah, I mean Joel kind of brought that up earlier because I have a cat to be responsible, and she just like runs around all this place, and she always tries to open the detox, and like to imagine have my slave one right there and just standing there open is kind of like scary. So I gotta find a display case for that. Like so, I've been looking at. I kind of found the right display case. I won't go too deep. I sent you guys. I kind of showed you guys what it was, and like it'll fit like perfectly. Not like crammed in. It will have ample space. Whoa, where am I? Where am I?
We brought us into.
Oh,
Sorry, that was awesome.
This is so new. This is so different.
Yeah.
But yeah. So like, I mean, I currently feel like I will enjoy this journey in a pace which will be kind of slower. But then I feel like Jazik, for example, like Yost have been saying like at some point he might do the Anakin's Jedi Starfighter. So like, I feel like at some point there will be like these companies that are making all the OT props and spaceships and all this. I feel like there will be at some point that they will be all into like the PT. So I'll be waiting, and I'll go full hard gear when that time comes.
Toss the cat.
No, John, take that back. But yeah. That is currently. I really rambled on, but yeah, that is.
It's
actually
indeed
my
a work of
direction right
art. I agree with you. Commander Green in the house. How are you? And 160's nuts. Also, is he getting played off like the Oscars? Some of us will make it out the battlefield in the next couple of hours, and some of us won't. Just know I love you all. It's starts in 2 hours. That crazy run to Joker and Anakin.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Oh, is it 2 hours really?
Amazing.
Yeah, 2.5. Yeah.
2.5.
That
is
I
a-
might just stay up to
9
watch
a.m.
that, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that'll be fun. I mean, for me, I'm sorry.
By the way, when is in Korea? Wasn't not.
Oh,
It's not
dude,
now?
dude, I feel so bad because like after all that, like they didn't say anything about it. Like it was just cancelled.
A
I
few
think.
months from now, we will see all statues from Christian. Do you think so? I used to have 2 cats, one I could never find. Luminara, hello, good morning. How are you? IGP in 1 hour 34 minutes. So everyone is counting. Everyone is counting. Is
we're
going
just-
to the
I guess
sideshow
why we're
website.
here. I guess we know why we're all here. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Exactly.
It's the wait party. Is
The
it?
bloodbath will start in 1 hour and something like that.
Yeah, but I hear a lot of people prefer the sculpted Joker.
Is that right?
There's a lot
Yeah,
of
many people like.
not
many
everybody,
people
of course,
prefer.
but right, there's a lot of people that were telling me that with the sculpted, not only do some just not like rooted hair.
Beskar, you
but
are
the-
not trying to get the Anakin? I'm sure
That's
you will
tomorrow.
try. Or you. It's tomorrow.
Maybe it's
Yeah,
because like
Joker's today.
Anakin's
Joker.
is, like,
Okay. I suppose
Yeah.
was the same. Was the same time.
No, God, the hamster wheels, man, would fall apart over their servers, bro. Like if they did both of them.
I mean, first of all, Sideshow, you guys could have done a better job by just kind of like separating the sculpted version and the rooted version on a different day, or at least a different time. Jesus, I mean, both up at the same time, really?
No, but that's their strategy, because if you are trying to get the rooted and you cannot add to the card or
guess
anything, you
so.
just, oh Jesus,
Yeah,
I
you
cannot
know
get
what,
the
just
rooted.
get the
I will get the
Yeah.
sculpted. Go.
Exactly.
Here, Bob didn't say I prefer sculpted over the rooted hair. What are we, savages? I prefer
Bob.
candles over electricity.
Come on, Bob.
Jesus. Joker today, Ani mañana. Well, and then I already have the Night Joker, so I'm like, meh, I'm killing myself. Yeah. If you already have one, you don't need a
Yeah,
Yeah.
because so many people
I
have,
think.
you know, either version from Minart. So, like, yeah, I guess so.
No, but some people, they want more.
Yeah, of course.
I was to ask something about that Slave 1.
Yeah?
And was... it's coming next year, right?
It's next year about, like, I think it was, like, April to June, I think. And usually, like, Michael, he always, like, keeps his time schedule on. So, like, it rarely gets, you know, late. So, yeah.
Okay,
Shout out
so
to
we can go...
Michael.
We can go into the next topic. I don't want to talk too much about this, but I can hear you
Yeah.
speaking, Christian, because if I'm going to speak about this, the chances that I will fall asleep while I speak are very, very high, because I don't like to speak about spreadsheets.
Hey, you know what? Let's just say what we do from these and what we not do from these.
I have a spreadsheet that every time I pre-order something, I just go there and I add, okay, pre-order, or it's just that. But I don't give big importance to this to these. Now you are asking me for cash management, funding, preparing the unexpected, space. It's my biggest problem is the space, and it will always be the space. The unexpected. Preparing, no one can prepare for the unexpected, because Hot Toys is so random that it can happen five invoices in 1 week or 2 weeks, and you just need to embrace it. and that's what it is. But for new collectors, of course, I think the spreadsheet is all. And if you want to keep the price that you bought the figure, for you to have idea of the market value. I know some people, they will normally check the market value of the figure and compare with what they bought, which is also cool. But it's something that it depends where you live, and here those things don't work that way. It's completely different. Here the markets are completely different, because no one will know. And Christian also know about this. Here no one will want to buy a figure from you without trying to go for the cheaper as possible. They will not accept any price that you give.
Yeah.
And it's difficult to sell in the second-hand figures. Very, very difficult. Either you have a lot of patience and you just do a listing and let the listing stay there for months without no one care about that, and someday appear someone that doesn't care and just instant buy that. Because most people will just lowball you. They will ask you maybe half of what you are asking, and I even don't reply to those. JB is saying just got Venkman for a bargain. Oh, good.
Nice. Oh yeah.
Nice.
So it's still possible. It's still possible, JB. It's still possible to catch those Ghostbusters. I already got Venkman. I got Raymond, and now I'm searching for the other two. I need to get them. There was someone today selling the 3-pack for 1400 or 1450.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Something like that.
So let me ask you, if you didn't have the other two, like, would you pick that up?
Me?
Yeah. Like, if you didn't have either of them, like both of them, would you take the 3-pack?
I'm a fellow yellow. I will not pay those prices. Especially there is no Winston, there is no Slimer, there is no Barricade. That I would be paying with shipping. I would be paying more than 500 per figure. More than 500 per figure, because
that is true.
With shipping I would pay more. No, I'm sure someone will pick that, but not me. I want to see how the Joker things goes today, so now what to expect tomorrow for Anakin. But okay, Christian, what to use is spreadsheets, Any app that you use? Do you keep
No,
control
I
of your
just
POs?
for the spreadsheets, I just in Excel, and the thing is that I keep a very detailed spreadsheet. Like, it's not even like put, usually what, as I imagine, what people do is like they just put the maybe the figure picture, and then
Cost
the
hour,
name, and
you.
then maybe the release date, or maybe when they pre-ordered, and that'll be it, right?
Mhm.
I keep like a insane, like maniac, kind of like a psychopath schedule. Like I put it when I pre-ordered, and then I put it when I'm expecting it, and I put all the details, like which store I bought it from, at what cost, and if it was like dollars, like I have to convert that. I put that in Korean won, exactly what price I put in, and then in the end, I just put like I add the numbers of how much I used for that month, and then that number just keeps going and going. And right now, I know how much I exactly spent for my collection, and I just keep that all track going. And then when I sell one, I keep that I keep that also. So I just go like I put some kind of like I think I put a black kind of cover on the picture, and I say sold, and then I put that minus, how much I sold it for, and then that gets also added up to my current expenditures, and then that goes on for like whatever pre-ordered I have for the for next year, or for whatever. So like when you guys see my spreadsheet, it's kind of insane. Like you guys would never understand like what the fuck is this? So like,
Yeah, but
just
that's
me.
what works for you. That's what works
Yeah.
for you. It's completely understandable. Anthony, you use spreadsheets or anything like that? Use a spreadsheet, maybe.
Yeah, no, of course. No, it's very similar to what Christian just said. Minus the conversion,
Really?
but for
I don't have
me,
photos. I just write the name of the figure.
yeah, I
and
don't do the
item.
photos, but I mean, I put in detailed information. Like when it went up, for pre-order, when I'm expected to get it, how much did I put down? Did I just NRD it, or am I on a payment plan? What was the retail value? All that details. I mean, it works for me. I mean, I'm never gonna try to give anybody like advice, right? Because we all manage on our own. But like, what works for me is definitely like doing spreadsheets. And let's not forget, dude, like when you're talking about expecting, unexpected stuff, like I don't just collect Hot Toys either. There's all different 6-scale companies. There's
Exactly.
you get HasLab or kicks these crowdfunding things come out of nowhere, or as you mentioned, like this Slave One just kind of came up. That's unexpected. You know, so it's if you can, I would, you try to factor that into your budget somehow. Like if you're financially okay, where you can have like this little pile of cash somewhere that you don't really mess with, you know what I mean? Just for those reasons, because you never know, something just pops up tomorrow and you're like, oh shit, I really want to get, I had no idea this was coming. And some of those are, look at Mondo or a couple other companies, or just, even like I mentioned, like just HasLab stuff, like there's a finite amount of time.
Yeah.
You've got 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, and that's a wrap. So yeah, man, it's always a struggle. But I think you should, for me anyway, I try to have like an allotment per month, like that's what I should be spending per month. Don't go over that.
Exactly.
Completely.
Some cases could happen, right? If you were like, oh shit, like you mentioned, like this thing just popped up out of nowhere. Okay. But that doesn't happen like every week or every month, I mean, well, it depends on how deep you are into collecting multiple things, but if you're not picking up like the G.I. Joe stuff or other things, because there's so much shit always happening, but factor those types of things in and just try to stay in your budget, dude, as best as you can, man, because nothing's ever really like gone either. You may end up paying a little bit more down the road, but in some cases, it doesn't hurt for us to wait either.
Yeah.
Like to your point, you want to go pick up some Mando figures or some Infinity War Endgame figures. I mean, they're pennies on the dollar, dude, compared to when they were released. So sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's better to wait too. So it just depends.
Yeah, in some cases, yeah. But then, like, I was kind of like asking you guys about the whole cash thing and the funding, because actually, I keep the money in my bank to equal amount of the pre-orders that I have. So like,
Hmm.
it will never happen. But you know, if one day, if Hot Toys like the next day, they just release everything they got, like everything, like how much do we have? Like 160 something figures in pre-order,
Yeah.
and like if that ever happens, I would be able to pay them off right away. So I just keep that kind of like money, you know, aside, so that whenever something gets, you know, something happens to me, I still have some kind of, you know, kind of like insurance, so that I could just, you know, pick them up when they come here. Because if you don't pay them, I just lose my, you know, NRD. So like, I kind of do have to fear that and kind of like
Well, yeah, it's a
prepare.
little bit different for you guys too, right? I mean, both you and Bretta. Like, with Sideshow, we have a little bit a different leeway. I know sometimes like you gotta,
I mean,
if you
like,
put down
the
your
thing
NRD, you
is,
gotta get
it
it like
is
right away.
different from you guys and us, but then like the thing is, not everybody here, you know, over there in China, like Joao, like that's just like my thing. I just like to keep things safe, just play things safe. I don't want to go venture into like crazy, you know, like, I want this, I want that. I'm just gonna pick all this, and like, and then I'm maybe like, you know, I'm not ready. It's like, you know, I don't want to lose money. Like, I don't want to lose my NRD. Like, you know, like, so I've always been picky, and that kind of leads to like me having like my funds ready, like just for the future. Like, rarely people do that. Like, you know, just preparing for like a year ahead or so. That's just me. Yeah.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Anything you want to add on this topic? I think we basically said everything already.
I think so.
Jesus, so many comments. Aslab Ghost. Yeah, is Anthony's getting the Aslab Ghost from here? Oh, no one more. Dave, how are you? Ash, I think Bob is saying to cut the cap. I don't know. He's writing Korean. I only stick to Star Wars, but even that is overwhelming. It's true. Star Wars is there's a lot
huge.
of figures.
It is.
Huge. I think I'm sure already past Marvel in number of figures. Star Wars, right?
Has it? Because
I
I
think
kind of
so.
like gave up, you know, being current like all the time. I just kind of gave up.
I was on the wait list for Iconic Q Cannon actually converted. Now I have to find Ryo. Ryo is going for the very high price at this moment. Very high price.
Yeah,
Miguel in the
yeah.
house, how are you, my friend? Good morning to you.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's true, Ellington. He says sometimes it takes a decade to maybe to find the figure you are searching for. He's saying he picked up Bruce Lee Enter Bay, the 1/6 scale on eBay for about retail price. So Anthony's right, nothing's ever really gone. Yeah, sometimes you have people that sell stuff. I don't know. For example, I remember Christian helped me to buy the Raymond, the Ghostbuster. The guy that sold to him even didn't know that the Proton pack had lights that you could use batteries inside. Some people
Yeah.
buy the stuff and they just keep it in box, or maybe then they quit collecting or something. The life change, and then someday, oh, I have here this stuff I want to sell. But they are not even aware of the market price or anything. They just want to recover the money that they paid that
Exactly.
before. So I think it's just like this.
Yeah, there's a lot of that, man. Like, you can always find stuff cheap.
No, I had to look. Is that your Joker on the floor? No, it's still up there in the bench. Monica, how are you? Happy to see
Yo.
folks suffer at Sideshow after standing in line for hours at Anycom. Yeah, now is their time to suffer, but they can suffer with in sitting in a desk. You have to go there and staying in line.
Congrats, dude.
Ash says, I remember to medieval
Have fun.
fair, and Profi is saying time to cash on Ryo. I would wait when Ken, wait when Ken's going out. That should be the perfect time for you to cash out. And I don't think you are going to sell them. I
wouldn't.
think no. I wouldn't sell too. I have my Rio is back in the box because I really don't know where to put him, and maybe I will wait for Ken to take him out. And talking about that slave one, because it's also interesting, because me and Christian, we were one day or two talking about to get or not get. But then I thought, I have all the in-art figures on pre-order, and all the in-art figures is a huge amount of money. So, and I don't know if, for example, Gandalf comes out, Pennywise comes out after a few times. Only there you already have 1K. And then with Batman, I have Batman from Hot Toys, I have Batman from in-art. Both the super uber deluxe version is also a lot of money there. So I could not go into the slave one.
Yeah, I mean, you were really close though. I mean, you were at the
I was
point
really
that you were
close,
kind of
but I
mean, dude, you were
I was
so
not
in that
thinking
I was
straight.
enabled by you.
Yes,
were so
I enabled
excited.
you.
Yeah, I mean, like, you were so
I
excited.
was
that
excited because
yeah.
because it's so doable that you do a deposit of 450, and then you just pay the payment plans of 250 per month during 8
It's not even
months.
250. It's 225, dude.
Or 225. It's perfectly doable. But no, I don't want to ruin myself, and I want to live scare free. Let me see here who we have here. Forget Rio. Where the fuck is Akuma? Akuma, Chun-Li, all of those they didn't know. Anyone knows the cost of Joker? Which Joker? The Hot Toys?
Probably
I
he's
don't know,
asking for the rooted Joker, I think.
Is there a price? I don't know.
I mean, I got the prices for Korea, but I don't know.
Someone tell Iconic to stop eating fish and chips. Give me Akuma. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't ever sell Rio,
Soon, man.
say Agent Silver Fox. João, I might follow your lead and get all the in-art figures to Hot Toys Killer. Blame Breda, yeah, blame me for getting the slave one. I was a good friend for him. Now we are going to talk about other thing that I think it's interesting. Are new collectors welcome? I'm asking this why, because it's very common sometimes on Facebook groups when you see some new collectors arriving and asking, for example, if someone asks, what are the display cases to show off the figures? Even I get triggered with those questions, because if you go on Facebook group and you search on the group, you can search display cases and it will appear maybe posts. You have posts to read for a month, but I don't get angry like some people, like, because you see people replying to new collectors really like very harsh, and if you are a new collector and you are received like that in the community, you are like, whoa, maybe this is not the right place for me. Maybe I will just stick into myself and close myself in my room and collect by myself. Sometimes this community is not welcome at all, it's true. And some groups are really cool. For example, Mafia group is cool because people always try to help, but some Facebook groups are very, very toxic, and I think the bigger groups are the worst ones at this moment. They are not welcome at all. So I can imagine, because there are new Hot Toys collectors coming every month. New people that want to enter into a hobby, probably every day that they want to start collecting Hot Toys. Of course, they want to participate in the community, learn, to have some ideas, probably to avoid mistakes, right? But it's really difficult. We are such a small community, but I still think sometimes the new collectors are really not welcome as well. Monica is saying you are welcome as long as you have thick skin. Jesus, I know you really need to have a thick skin. But Anthony, did you ever presence these that you see sometimes new people coming in, they get like pushed off, like?
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of dicks in this community, but I think there's more nicer people here than there are. But the problem is there's always going to be people like that in any medium, right? I never understood it. I totally understand what you're saying. As you mentioned, like, we welcome everybody over here. That's the whole reason we got the Discord set up. We got a lot of new people coming in all the time. I don't think there's ever a stupid question, or people want to learn. People, like you said, people come in every day, every week. There's new collectors. Why would you want to turn people away from that? This is like a hobby that we all share, and should be a cool place for everybody to just chill and talk about things. I mean, we would have never, all of us, dude, would have never met or connected or formed friendships over the years had it not been for that, you know. So I never understood why people like, it's not like some exclusive cool kids club, man, you know what I mean? Like you're collecting figures or whatever, like whatever you're collecting, you should be welcoming everybody, you know, everybody should be treated with the same amount of respect that you would like, right? That's just human fucking nature, in my opinion. So I never got that, because I see what you're talking about a lot. People are just dicks, and you're just like, why? This guy's new, he doesn't know, maybe this or that. God forbid someone's like, oh, I bought from so and so, and then everybody fucking, you know, shits on him because he doesn't know anything. You know what I mean? He's new, or they're new, or, you know. So that's always about, I think new collectors are certainly welcome, but, you know, I can't speak for the rest of the people out there. But why would you want to turn people away like that? You know, doesn't make any sense to me.
Completely.
I
But
mean, dude, like, yeah, go on.
no, I'm saying that it also depends. For example, I know here in for example in China, it's a bit like happened in Korea that Christian was talking before. There's a lot of my dick is bigger than yours. You understand? It's like they are always the comparison of who has more and who has less, and something
Well, that's
like
little
that.
dick
And
energy. So don't pay any attention to those guys. Just
But
do
I don't know if
you,
it's
you
like an
know?
Asian
that's
thing. I don't
that's
know.
why I'm completely out of those groups, because they are very, very unwelcome to anyone.
Yeah.
And Christian, he told me that he told us last week also that in Korea exactly the same. It's no difference. But Christian, what is your opinion about this? Do you?
I mean,
do
dude, like
you-
when you kind of like told me we were talking about this, I had no idea what this was about. Like I didn't know what I was supposed to say. But then after hearing you guys, dude, like being welcome, I think is kind of like a two-way kind of thing I could answer. But I don't know if it's some kind of gatekeeping, but I don't think it's like gatekeeping. I feel like it's kind of like a like what tier that person, that individual thinks he or she is in. Like, you know, I've been in this game for like how many years, and this is my tier. You know, like, so like you newcomer should, like, you know, I feel better, I feel like good when I kind of like shit on your questions or your comments, or like, oh, you think that's good? Like, dude, I already had like a couple of years ago, I moved on, and like now I have
Those
like
are
all
just
this,
insecure narcissists. I
Yeah,
mean, you gotta
like-
just ignore those people.
Yeah, I mean, like, so it kind of like I just remember, like, because in our community we actually do have tiers. That kind of, our tiers get kind of like hiked up when we put up enough posts or reviews or comments. They have this all kind of ruled out, like how many comments and how many reviews, how many posts you put up, and you don't have to be, and you never have to be, like, you know, banned, or, you know, like, you have to act within the restrictions. So after doing that, I believe we have about like 5 tiers, and I think like tier 4 is like the highest. And like when the comments go down in a post, people see, like, so for instance, in my case, if I'm like Christian Detour, and on top of it there'll be a number like 4 or 3 or nothing. And like when a guy that has like a 4th tier says something, and even if it's like something outrageous, people would actually, you know, go towards and kind of be on his side, so that I don't know, like, this community is very tricky. And I thought it was only us here in, you know, locally, but I've been looking through Facebook and it doesn't seem too much different. Like, it's just that the only difference is in Facebook we don't have tiers. We just have like some kind of what do you call it? Like reputation, I guess, within the community. Like, you know, like this, maybe he's a YouTuber, or he just puts a lot of posts on that community or that group. So yeah, I mean, I guess mostly newcomers are welcome, from the majority. But then I feel like the minority who's doing all that bullshit is kind of like giving a very hard time for the newcomer for them to kind of like, you know, to soak in all these, you know, all this thing and kind of like to how to survive in here. I hate to say it, the newcomers have to survive. Like that's the thing.
Yeah, here's the thing. I think it's all about finding who you vibe with too, right? That would be my advice for new. It doesn't even have to be collectors, like just anywhere in life, right? Because some people just don't get along with certain people. You know, you could be the coolest guy in the world to me, and somebody else is gonna be like, "Well, I don't like him. He's a dick," or whatever. They just don't, you know. So it takes time, right? And it's kind of hard for new collectors coming in, and they're not aware of anything. They're just, oh, they see these large groups. Oh, look, I can be a part of this large group or whatever. I may be able to find out some information. Come to find out over time, they're like, wow, I'm not really welcome here. Or, you know, everybody here is very arrogant or condescending to any of my posts. Or, and then you find another group, or, you know, as you get deeper and deeper in, or especially, you know, in YouTube land, right? There's a lot of us out there. So you start kind of checking things out, and oh, maybe I like what this guy's saying, or maybe I don't like what this guy's saying. And then eventually, you know, birds of a feather, right? You know, you'll end up finding where you fit, you know, eventually. But it can be daunting, of course, man. But I think it's always important to treat everybody like you want to be treated, man. I mean, it should be a welcome. I think Monica's, said something earlier in the fact that, you know, we all start somewhere. You know what I mean? We all had our first figure at some point. Like, there's no veterancy in collecting. You know, some of us have been collecting 30, 40 years, you know, and maybe not necessarily like, you know, obviously hot toys, but collecting something, you know. So yes, people value experience, but it's about how you come off with that experience. Like you mentioned, you don't have to be like, oh yeah, I already did that years ago. Like, who cares? That's not what this person's asking. The person's asking, you know, X, Y, and Z about that topic. So, you know, try to educate people, man. Provide a benefit to the community. Otherwise, you're just wasting oxygen. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, being in this community is kind of tricky. That's why because ever since I was invited to this, you know, YouTube world, I tried really my hardest to be positive. Because, you know, I would like the whole community to be, like, you know, more fun, you know, like we'll come in here to have fun and, you know, enjoy our hobby. So, like, yeah, it can be tricky, but I guess we all can do our best so that, you know, even newcomers can feel more welcome, I guess.
Dante is here in the house. How are you, my friend?
Yo.
Are you working? I sent you the link if you want to join us. Come to talk. I hate João, but I love him. Jesus. Tears are bullshit. Reputation are bullshit to Italians when we quit the hobby or die.
Oh, dude. By the way, yeah, you can go through the chat first. I'm sorry.
No, you can go on speaking.
No. On a lighter note, I just found out this morning that my father's friend was kind of interested in action figures. And then because, you know, every Saturday for me Saturday morning, and on this Thursday I was like, you know, blabbing about in the internet. He was kind of like curious what I was doing, and then I told him like, yeah, I'm streaming with my friends, and then I told him about Joao, your channel. I was like, and he was looking around, and at some point I think like he was subscribed in, and his friend was just curious. And apparently he recommended your channel to him, and all I have to say is, sir, I know you're a very respected, a very high official in some company, which I will not open here. Please try to contain yourself, because I think a person with money coming in may get very hectic very quickly. So
Exactly.
Yeah, take your time.
Well, and I would say try to be mindful of collectors in that too, because I see people like that a lot in the chat or on posts, and I don't know if it's intentional, but like, you know, people are like, oh yeah, I'm getting 3 of those, you know, whatever. Like,
Oh yeah, that
It's like,
happens a
okay, who
lot.
cares? Like, if this guy's like, maybe he can only afford two a year. You don't know, you know, and just come that level of arrogance. It just, I don't know. It's not becoming.
I mean, it's
and
not
we
worth
see that
talking about it
often.
though. Like, yeah, I mean, those guys are those guys. I mean, it's like, I feel like there's no point of understanding that kind of person. You know what I mean?
No, but if this is your first like experience, right? Like you mentioned earlier, like coming into a hobby, as Joel was saying, and then maybe someone's like, "Oh, maybe this isn't for me."
Oh, right.
You know what I'm
Of
saying?
course,
That
of course, of
perception.
Imagine,
oftentimes
imagine
is
you are a new
reality.
collector. Imagine you are a new collector, and new collectors come from all kinds of backgrounds and all kinds of life. Imagine you are a new collector. You are completely happy. You are excited. You got your new PO. You got your first pre-order on Hot Toys. You share with the community, and the first comment you see is someone saying, "Oh, cool! I'm getting 3."
Yeah, I'm like, okay,
Okay,
doesn't
you are
matter.
getting 3.
Okay. Good for you.
No, dude, seriously, at the end of the day, nobody gives a shit. I mean, that's
It's
the
true.
bottom line, right?
It's-
Yeah,
it's
I'm
what
sorry
Nobody
about
I
gives a
was
what
shit.
thinking.
Like,
Nobody
as a
really cares.
friend, I
Really.
could be excited for you guys and be like, "Oh, cool, Christian just got his Han and Luke, you know, or whatever, right? Or he's getting the Slave One. Like, that's awesome, right? As a friend level, that's cool. But if you're trying to rush out there and be like, look what I got, nobody cares. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, what matters is what you like. You know, what do you want for your collection? You know, Christian, you
Exactly.
mentioned earlier you were feeling a little pressured about vehicles, and it's like, well, it depends, man. Like, if you really want a vehicle, then you get a
Exactly.
vehicle, right? But you don't get a vehicle because all the other, you feel like the cool kids table has vehicles and you're missing out, right? Like, you have to have, you
That
have to collect
connection.
for yourself first. Oh, and I'm not saying
Exactly.
that's what you're doing, but as an example, some people will do that
really?
and
Oh,
be
yeah.
like,
Okay.
you know, oh, I want to get this. Like, what was that figure that came out? The 66 Joker, Mars Toys Joker, right?
Oh, dude.
All of us are like, yo, this figure's awesome. You know, it's big bang for your buck. It's, you know, blah, 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 blah. And then you get a lot of people out there that start buying the 66 Joker. And they don't watch 66. They never really got into it. Maybe they know about it, but because it seems to be like the thing to do, people will jump in and then end up regretting stuff later. It's like, well, wait a minute. Like, all figures can be amazing, you know, in the eye of the beholder, right? So it's like you need to decide for yourself, like, is this what I really want? Or am I just kind of being like persuaded because this seems to be like the thing to do? And does that make any sense? What I'm trying to say?
I mean, like,
Makes
like,
complete
there-
sense. It happened with Rena Boba Fett the same, because you see people now selling that Rena Boba for 350, 340, and happened with the Rena Boba, happened with the Churro Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Is that moment that everyone is excited and the Facebook groups are boiling with everyone want to get it, and then is a big wave, and and if you are not strong enough, you go with the wave together, and then you could start pre-ordering everything. I completely agree with Agent Silver Fox. He's saying you don't need to be considered a collector to have 200 or hundreds of figures. If you have a couple or one, you are already on the road to be a collector, and
Wise words, my
the
man.
Jesus, Mario. I think
I know
the
everybody
Nobi,
wants
the
it. It's
Nobi
coming,
also has
dude.
that, the 4K Blast review.
Yeah, by
I
the
can
way,
only do
where is
so
it, dude?
much, man. I just did my DeLorean review. I mean, fuck, dude.
It was
doing work
amazing.
reviews. I was in Vegas
Guys,
doing
check
coverage.
check
I mean,
the DeLorean
Check
review
it out.
in 6 Scale Mafia. Very good review. Very good.
Thank
Very
you.
good review. Seriously, I'm not even saying. Yeah. Check it out.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Do yeah, come check it out if you haven't. I had a lot of fun doing it. So no, I'm gonna do the 66, man.
But yeah, new collectors for us, we all agree. You are all welcome. And now I still have one topic from Christian. These topics that you arrange
What was
here, I feel difficult to understand. What is the demographic of your community and how it affects the hobby?
Oh, I kind of like lightly touched it on another subject earlier. And it's just like, you know, like how when I came in, like it was like during COVID, and for me, it felt like, well,
You
within
are a
Star
COVID
Wars, at least.
collector.
Oh yeah, I am a COVID collector. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yes,
streaming with the COVID
yeah, I actually have a
collector.
stamp here
Whoa,
that
we
says
are?
I'm COVID
Okay.
collector right here. But yeah, so like at that time, I mean, within Star Wars, it felt like the majority of the collectors or the community seemed like they were all like OT collectors, like OT fans. But right now, I can say at least a vast percentage has increased where the prequel fans have kind of came in, I guess. And I guess like that kind of demographic kind of changes over time, as you know how, it's just time. It just happens, and I think that will also like reflect on the market. I don't want to say market too much, but then like how the companies want to make what sells, and I guess that demographic will also apply there. And that was actually what I wanted to say about that topic. But what do you guys think, though?
What was the question again? Well, I was listening to Christian, but I didn't.
Were you listening?
Yes, I was listening to you, but I needed to see what is the demographic
All right.
of our
It
community.
may be the English. Just give me some time.
And how does it affect the hobby? Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, I'm trying to understand the question. The demographic of the hobby. Well, I mean, it spans across the world, right? So
Sure.
are we looking at just regional things here?
I guess
Because-
it's a very vague question because, yeah, as you say, it could be like location or age or whatever.
Because some things sell better in other regions than others.
Yeah. Yeah.
All these Kamen Rider figures, for example, aren't going to sell very well in the States. They're just not. Some people will buy them. Some people are fans of the show. It's not as popular here in the States. So
So
how
yeah,
does it
since
aff-
you brought
that's
up
what
a
I'm trying to
Kamen
figure
Rider.
the question. Yeah.
So let's say Kamen Rider. You're saying and I'm kind of like seeing that also because I feel like Kamen Rider won't sell as good in the States than China or like the rest of Asia. So
Yeah.
what do you think Hot Toys choosing to go into that line and kind of like giving us vehicle from that? I mean, I'm guessing we got a bike.
Yeah.
From them?
Yeah, the Battle Hopper.
Did we?
I mean, because
Yeah.
it's popular. It's popular.
Yeah, but then at the same time, will it sell as well over there in the States or in Europe
No.
too?
No, but it's just
Or
like you, right? With the
Australia?
Ghostbusters. In Korea, nobody cares about them. In the States, it's huge. So the question is it's hard to explain. Or at least maybe I'm not interpreting it right, because how it affects the hobby would be, region by region, realistically, right? Because if this property sells very well here, then they're going to make money, but other places it's not going to go very well. So I guess I don't know how that affects the hobby in general, other than, or like Joel said, like Stranger Things doesn't have the license in China. So that certainly affects the hobby for him, because now he has to pay like premium prices to get. It's kind of like what we have to do with some of these in-art figures, right? Like they're not licensed out here, so we have to go to other parties to try to get the item, which has that upcharge. So that kind of affects the hobby in a sense, right? Because now the economy gets a little skewed, right? Your budget's a little bit off, because now you're like, well, I can't get these here legitimately. I have to pay extra prices in order to get things. I mean, that's certainly an issue.
Wait, so how about we put it like this? So as you said, you've been kind of like staying away from Mando and what was the other thing like you were staying away? I mean, there are like these IPs that you're kind of like you were into, but then not so much right now, right? So like
Correct.
let's say like all these companies, they don't touch a lot of 80s or like the OT, like let's say
Yeah, that sucks.
But
I want that.
it will happen. Like they will do a 2.0 at some point, but they're not going to do like all of them. But let's say they don't touch any of that. Like they don't touch the OT, the 80s. So how would that be for us or you or Joao? Like would you like kind of like deter you to like go in deeper with that company? Would you like find other stuff? because you need that love from other companies too. So
Well, yeah, I mean that's a huge factor too, right? Because everybody out there is vying for your wallet.
exactly.
So if you're talking
Exactly.
exclusively Hot Toys, then of course you're gonna drift away. You're never fully gone, right? Because they will put the stuff out that you do want, but I don't think you should ever just be beholden to a company though either, right? Like if you have a service that I want, right? You're providing me that service. I'm gonna go to you. You know, I mean, Hot Toys didn't make the Ghostbusters, Blitzway did. So who got our money? Blitzway, right? So, you know, you have to factor those types of things in it. And for me, because I've been a little bit more selective of where I'm going, that kind of gives you a moment, or at least gives me a moment to have a little bit of a break as well. You know, because like you mentioned, I'm not doing all this Mando stuff. Dude, that line's getting crazy. And you're constantly getting bombarded with these figures, and it doesn't really connect to me in a collecting sense, right? You know, I can go watch the show and be like, oh, this is cool. Like we talk about that all the time. Some people, you know, I was super excited for the DeLorean. A lot of people are like, well, I like Back to the Future, but I don't really want the figures. It's like that, right? So when you can step back for a minute and say, okay, well, these are what I want. This is kind of where I want to focus. Then, you know, it's going to be a little bit easier on you, you know, on your wallet and on your space. Because eventually, right, like I think we all can budget, right? If you've been collecting for a while, you know what you're comfortable with spending wise, you know. So that should be like that goes without saying. The next big step is the space, man. So that's another factor in there. You know, you have to factor in your space. You have to see, like, am I really into this? If I am, then this is where I'm going, and I need to make room for that, you know. So it's tough, man. It's a tough juggle, and it's a constant juggle.
Completely, it's true. You guys brought this topic with very good points, but I still don't understand what's Christian answer question.
Me neither, but you know.
My
We're
first
working
love
with
is
it.
model
We can move
trains,
on.
all
We can move
scales.
on.
45 years, I've spent like $60,000. Model trains. Oh, that's a beautiful hobby. Monica pre-ordered all the set of the Common Riders
yeah.
and saying also I don't say common, I say common riders. The 3-0 riders are Ella Fire too. To be honest, Shane, Christian, the community is mostly positive. I would argue that's overwhelmingly positive, but like any community, there are a few bad eggs and tend to be the vocal minority. Yeah.
It's true.
True.
Agree. It's more so the internet
agree.
is about likes or outrage, which in turn get likes as well. Mm-hmm. It's like
Yeah, but I can't spend my time
Hi, Theodore, how are you?
watching
Yeah.
people and what's up, dude? You know, watching people or reading posts. Posts is kind of a thing because you can glance by, right? You can scroll through or whatever, and you're like, "Oh, that's stupid,"
Right.
and you keep moving on. But I can't watch things that are just constantly negative. It just that kind of
like
goes back to your
videos.
earlier point of new collectors coming in. You know, it's like the hobby should be fun. You know, and I understand criticisms when criticisms are due, but when that's like your shtick, you know, kind of like how you know, Figure Posing Channel was saying, you know, like there's some of this weird outrage, you know, that kind of gets likes, and I get it, but it's just that's not for me. Like I don't want to be constantly being like, you know, if someone tells you you're stupid your whole life, you're gonna start to believe it, right? So if you're being
completely.
subjected all the time, saying like, oh yeah, this is shitty and this sucks and this head sculpt's trash or da 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 da, then you're like, dude, why am I collecting this shit? You know what I mean? Because you're just being subjected to that all the fucking time, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I mean, to that point, it's the same thing I said, but I would say neglect. I mean, just try to stay away from it. But then, as a new collector, I get it could be kind of tough. But I'll just say, like, just take it, and just let it soak. Let time solve it.
I'm
are you
checking
looking
here
at?
the website, the Star Race website, because about they get the license for the Ghostbusters, and I was kind of curious because seems they already have some track record or in doing these kind of monsters like Cyclops and something like that. So probably they it will not be very hard for them to do that. Zul, I believe it's the name, right? the Ghostbuster, that monster is, I think the name
Yeah,
is Zoom.
like the demon dogs.
The demon dogs. I think probably if they are going to do only that and Slimer, I think it will not be, as long as they stay far from the Ghostbusters, the head sculpts. I think they will be fine. And here it is, Dante, the man of hot collectibles.
Dante.
How are you?
How you doing, guys?
Hey.
What is up,
Yo,
man?
what up?
Haven't seen you in forever.
I know. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
We can hear you okay, but we cannot see you okay.
Really? I'm here.
No, because you are a bit dark, just a little bit.
Hold on.
And it's not this I want to do.
No, he has the nice mood lighting, bro. That's all
I
it
know,
is.
right? He ruined my.
I know. He's like, man.
I was, I finished my work and then I was getting my breakfast, and then you all sent me a message. I'm like, come on. How you doing, guys? Long time no see you.
Yeah, man. How are you doing, brother?
Anthony, you looking good, my friend.
Well, so are you, my friend.
Looking good.
It's been a while.
Thank you. It's been a while.
Appreciate it,
Kristen,
man.
nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Mr. Joao,
Hello, my friend. How are
happy
you?
to see you. Your hair looks nice.
As
As
always.
always,
I
I gotta defend my brother over there, man. Yeah. So, we don't have a choice, man. So Starries, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm checking here because they had here a photo that I'm searching. I was checking for all the license they have, and no, I cannot find. Oh, anyway, doesn't matter. But they still not showing on their website the Ghostbuster stuff. But we can talk a bit about these. I don't know if I think no one of us is collecting these, but 302 they put up for pre-order a new one. How many of these they already made? But they made one for every season.
They
or
made
not?
season 1.
Okay.
I think that's all they made. I could be wrong. As far as Rick, I do know they made a season 1 Rick.
I know there are a lot of people collecting this line, the Walking Dead line, and this is one of the figures that people go to customs and do different head sculpts with different variations and everything. But I don't know. Here in the panel, I know no one is getting this right, unless it's Anthony that you will want to put him in the arcade room or something like that.
You know, it's tough, dude, because I sold my entire Walking Dead run. Comics, of course, this was when season 7 aired, and that's when it was like super. That's when I knew it was at the peak, because I read all the books. But when I made that decision to sell my entire comic run, because everything was graded and autographed. It was I was collecting it since day one, man, since issue 1 came out in what was it, 2003. When I made that decision, I basically was like, you know what, I'm done. So it's hard because I was such a fan of comics, and the show was decent for a while, but it's like I bailed out, man. So now when I see these figures, I think of course they're cool to me, but I think I've made that decision where I'm like, I'm just not collecting Walking Dead stuff really, other than a couple of things I still have, like some of my statues, and obviously the graphic novels. But as far as the figure, it looks cool. I think the proportions seem a little skewed, but I don't know if it's just the photos. I think his head looks a little big compared to the body, but it's pretty cool though, man. If it's just the photos messing with me, then whatever. And if it's not and they fix it, I think he looks great, man.
The figures that you have already from Stranger Things, you have Justin, you have 11, and you have
I got
also
everybody.
You got everybody that's already out.
Yeah.
Andrew is
Yeah, and
not
then
out,
Will and
right?
Mike are on the way.
Is that for season 1?
Yeah, they're all season 1. So
But do they look like Kendall? Because Monica is saying they are like Kendall, but I understand their meaning. But do they look like? Because in hand, I never saw one in hand, so I only saw photos.
they're kind of soft. I think 11 and Dustin are a little soft, but I've seen people get them repainted. Like 357 did a couple of repaints. I think the sculpts are good. It's just the paint apps are a little soft, So out of the three so far, I think Lucas looks the best, you know, just straight out the box. But, you know, who else is doing Stranger Things? So for me, I look at it and I don't feel like they're too out there. You know, $150, that's fine for me. You know, I'm not expecting $300 quality, you know, for these figures. So, but now that could just be Stranger Things. I mean, I've got a couple. I mean, this, and Dante, you know, I know you've had him, but the First Blood Rambo is a great figure.
It is.
Sculpt looks great. Paint app looks great. You know, price is great. So I don't know.
I actually don't know. But I'm not sure if Star Ace is also located in Taiwan, because I know Asmus is in Taiwan, but I don't know if Star Ace is also located there. The only thing I know is the owner, the Star Ace owner, is already almost 70 years old. The owner, Kit told me that the owner is already 70 years old, so maybe some decisions are not the best. I don't know. Maybe it's time to reformat the management over there.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is, Star Ace is making sales, man.
What they sell? For example, Toy Box was here saying that he has from Star Ace, you have the Planet of the Apes figure and the Wonder World. I don't know how did that Planet of Apes figure came out. Is the Caesar they were doing, I think, and that the prototype photos look very good, but I don't know what was the final product. But I remember seeing that when that went to pre-order. Star Ace is selling what line they are selling at this moment that people are really into it. I don't know. The boys, I don't think so. The people will prefer Butcher or Homelander if you have third parties doing better work than them. And which other lines they are doing? They are doing, I even don't know. It was Harry Potter before. Pulp Fiction, I remember they did the Kill Bill, the Uma Thurman, that was horrible. That I think that they did. I remember the Uma Thurman was really, really bad.
Yeah, but it all depends on the license, right? Like they have licenses that not all the companies doing. Like for example, Hot Toys is not doing that. They will not do it. They just go the mainstream licenses like Star Wars, Marvel, you know. So those companies, I think we should see more companies like doing characters or IPs like that. Like I don't want to say no one, like not too popular per se, right? Because then it becomes kind of boring, like seeing the same characters all over again. I mean, don't get me wrong, those are awesome characters, like, you know, the Star Wars or the Marvel or whatever. But then you have other characters like The Walking Dead or the Stranger Things, for example, right? That only one company is making them, right? But I guess this is the room where I think Enart can make a bit of a difference, like going into the licenses that Hot Toys kind of like doesn't want to pursue anymore because maybe it's not that popular, but there's a huge fan base that are craving for those type of characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think
look at the Sideshow.
Or even if
I mean, you got Lost Boys David coming. They're doing another Snake Plissken.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's a market there. They may not be as popular, right, as you're mentioning, like Star Wars and Marvel, but it's refreshing for us. Even
Blitzway with the Kurt Cobain, that came out of nowhere, and it's a very good proposal they did there. Here the issue with Big Boogs is asking how big the Star Ace Marshmallow Man is going to be. It's impossible it's going to be accurate to 1/6 scale. No one would have a place to display him. This I don't know how they will manage that, because it will always look awkward in a 1/6 scale figure. They will make it quarter scale. It will be too small. If they need to make a huge piece of that. I don't know what they are going to do, honestly. Maybe they are just going to do their own scale. They are not even considering what Blitzway did until now. They are just going to do their own scale.
Do you guys think that Blitzway will ever redo like a Ghostbusters? Have they said anything about it? They will not make them anymore?
Oh, you mean like the 4 characters?
Yeah.
Maybe they lost the license. I don't know. There's no idea. I don't know. I really don't know.
What about do you see probably Enart jumping into that, or maybe Hot Toys kind of saying, okay, let me take it from here?
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, like you have like Star Ace picking this thing, and like Enart kind of missed it. Really?
Well, it depends. They're not exclusive. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the specifics, so don't quote me on that. But I don't think the Ghostbusters licenses exclusive rights. Right? I mean, we see this perfect example. You've got InArt and Hot Toys making a 2022 Batman. You know, it's not exclusive. You know, they don't have, you know what I mean? They are not the sole proprietor of the license hold. So somebody could come in with that kind of money, you know, if they want to. If the companies are like, sure, we'll give you a license, go ahead. You know, you go ahead and do that. But oftentimes they try not to, depending like on the relationship. Like with Hot Toys has been doing stuff for so long that they've got the license. They've got Star Wars and Marvel on lockdown, right? You know, so Disney, you know, is not going to want to like give other companies 6 scale for that because they've built a good, profitable relationship with Hot Toys. But some of the other properties, yeah, I mean, somebody can come out there and be like, hey, go for it. As we're seeing like with InArt, you know, doing Batman and, you know, Pennywise, and you know, Hot Toys already done these. So it depends, man. But as far as I know, Blitzway doesn't have the license. You know, that's gone.
Not sure. I'm not sure. It's just speculations. I don't know. I cannot say. I cannot say it's completely sure. It's difficult to say. But last time when they announced the Ecto One, the first original one, how long after that did they announce the figures? Or they announced figures first? I don't remember already. Was figures first and Ecto One, or was
It was figures first and then Ecto One.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now they
because
still
for
could have the license for the vehicle too. Like we may see a Firehouse Ecto One in like a year and a half.
Damn.
that's true.
Maybe.
That's very true. But
When is the anniversary of Ghostbusters anyway?
Yo, even if they do, let's just say all my info's wrong. Blitzway, as of yet, still hasn't reissued anything.
That's true. Stupid question. That Ghostbusters from Blitzway, is that from the first movie or the second one?
First.
first,
So
Yeah.
they can easily make a second one.
If they had it, they could
part
totally
two,
do it.
You know?
Give us those jumpsuits, the darker colored ones, couple of slime packs. Like that would be awesome. But
Right? I think they still have room to explore there, right? I would not close the doors of them doing another batch of Ghostbusters. Not necessarily from the first movie, but maybe for the second one. You know, I think I can see that happening. I mean, I don't know if soon or not, but I will not close the doors to that. Definitely not. That's my hope, because I wanted to get them, you know, because when I did my collection cleanup here, similar to what Anthony was talking about, like the Mandoline and so many other characters that kind of became obsolete at one point.
yeah.
So when you curate your collection, I mean, at least I try to do it every now and then, you know, and try to focus on characters that I really, really want. So I actually end up getting 3 characters from the Mando line, and it was just personal choice, right? So I got back, for example, Mando, you know, within Jaren's scope. I got Ahsoka and Luke, right? Those are the 3 ones that I want to get because I wanted them, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I got them back.
No, of course.
Then for the Boba Fett one, like I was thinking, shit, you know, I have Cat Bane, which by the way is a freaking really good figure, and I got also what's her name? God, I forgot her name. The girl with
Sell her.
Boba Fett.
I don't remember who she is. Get rid of her. No, I don't know.
You know, the one with the
Fennec Shan.
Fennec Chan. Fuck.
There you go.
Forgot the name. So I got Fennec Chan, but I didn't have Boba Fett because I sold Boba Fett. So then I was hunting for one. I'm like, you know what? Which one should I get? Should I get the repaint one or should I get the one with the throne? And because I kind of like the one with the throne, I just went back with the one with the throne, and I got my 3 there, and I'm happy with that. I don't want to get any more. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, you don't need a whole line.
But one thing that I've been doing, and maybe I will not recommend this to collectors because sometimes collecting backwards is the worst because, you know, you have to have, first of all, very good patience for that because, you know, those are very pricey. Luck, you know, have luck and get someone who can sell something at a really reasonable price, brand new, sealed. It's hard. I was able to get a few, you know, old figures at a really freaking amazing price, you know, and brand new. So I was lucky, but I was also very patient. I was trying to reshape my collection in a way that I'm kind of like, I like what I see, you know, not to say I didn't like what I had before, but I felt like I went into the hype of getting everything or try to get as much as I could instead of getting something that I really, really want. Because again, all figures are amazing. All figures are really good. I don't think we see a figure that is trash or horrible. We might have some exceptions, but the point is that if you're collecting something, right, just try to get something that you like, number one. And it doesn't matter if you go backwards, forward, you want to get something brand new or something from the past. It doesn't matter as long as you're comfortable and happy with it.
Mhm.
I think you should be able to start, but the problem is if you start backwards, you know, you may end up in a hole quicker if you don't plan ahead, or if you don't have a budget, or you stick to the budget, right? Because easy is to say, okay, $400, okay, here we go. Oh shoot, but I saw the companion for like 500. All right, let me do it. And then, oh, you know what? But I need a third card, and that's where it start happening the chain effect, right? Now I think is with all these pre-orders and all this low stock and wait list happening, you know, for some reason, like I thought it's gonna change the market in a way that we're gonna go back to the days that if you don't pre-order, you're done. Basically, I still find stuff that is already way listed and sold out at retail. Really, like I don't know if it's because of the amount of collectors or new collectors that we have now, or is it that maybe collecting is now a more popular thing? Like everyone now can be a collector, basically. I don't know. I don't know if it's my perception, right?
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, when I see some of these things now, because I thought that was, I thought that's where they were going. Making collecting kind of how it used to be. As far as the lower stocks, the quicker waitlist items. But some of these are still. I mean, there's a couple that have, obviously they're a little over retail, but not as much as I thought they were going to be. Now it could just be the fact that these are still fairly new items, right? So we need to let that simmer for a couple of years, right? It's always harder when you're looking in the now, right, than looking back in the past. Like we can go back now and look at, I don't know, some Rogue One figures or to Anakin's, and I mean those were $200 and they sat on the shelves for months. Living in the now though, if we were then, we didn't think any of that. Years later, you're like, damn, dude, these fetch a price now. So, some of this new stuff could do that. I mean, who knows? This Cad Bane in like 3 or 4 years, he could go up. But for the the immediate, you know what I'm saying? Like when they're fresh, even though they've waitlisted, they're still very, very new. So the prices never just instantly skyrocket unless they're those, like we mentioned earlier, just some random exclusives, at the time, like Arena Fett, that was going for 600-700 out the gate, but that was the hype train. The Churro Spider-Man, same thing, right? I mean, but those are exceptions, not the rule. Those don't happen as often as a standard release. So
don't you guys think, I'm gonna be the bad apple here, but don't you guys think that the Artisan edition or the Artisan line is gonna actually harm more collectors than making it good? Because if you think about it, sorry.
No, sorry. Like how?
Like for example, you see the Joker, right? So they did the rooted hair Joker after Inner did, right? I mean, do they really have to do it? Then think about Anakin, for example, right? So we got Anakin now, but do you think that's gonna be the only Anakin we're gonna get? We're definitely gonna get the dark side Anakin at one point, and same thing is gonna happen with probably, I don't know, Tony Stark maybe, or maybe a Star Wars figure, or maybe Luke Skywalker rooted hair, or who knows. So what I want to get is that I think what they're doing, is yes, okay, it's gonna be an Artisan edition, it's gonna be like a nice tier or whatever, pricier because it's rooted hair, whatever. But I think that that's gonna hurt the market even more, because if you get a Luke Skywalker regular, just to give an example, Luke Skywalker regular version, right, for I don't know, $250, then they're gonna do the same thing but rooted hair and probably give you a new base, a light up feature or something for $500. People are gonna be like, what the hell, so I'm getting this figure at $250, now I'm gonna get something only with rooted hair for $500, pricier. It's like the same figures, that's what I want to get. It's like the same thing. It's nothing like brand new that is nobody did it before.
Yeah, there's nothing like, groundbreaking with these.
Like, and that's the thing. Like,
lost your mic, brother.
What about now?
Yeah, you're good.
So I want to see something that is new, something that is fresh, something that collectors get hyped to get, right? And something that is more exclusive. Like, yeah, they said, oh yeah, limited edition or whatever, but for a fact that in 3-4 years they're gonna reissue something different, or they're gonna issue something the same with some additional, accessories. So it's never like consistent. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the way collecting has gone. I mean, don't make me wrong, I love Hot Toys. I mean, I'm not trashing the company at all. I love Hot Toys. I love collecting. But what I'm saying is that I feel like over time, you see that, okay, in the past, for example, you used to get, I don't know, the Batman Returns, just to give an example.
Mm-hmm.
You know for a fact that that's going to be hard for Hot Toys to remake at one point, right? And it's been hard so far. How many years passed since they released that figure, right? Now they're going to start with the 89 Batman. So now there's a room for a potential that they're gonna probably in a few years from now they're gonna reissue the Dark Knight, the Batman Returns at one point. So everything is kind of getting recycled. Like, I feel like there's nothing new. And also the issue is that we have so many shows, same Star Wars shows, same Marvel shows, different characters all over, different versions or whatever. It gets tiring at one point. Like, you don't know which one you want to get, because for a fact Ahsoka, all right, you know what, I don't mind about getting Ahsoka from Mando or Ahsoka from the Book of Boba Fett, because I know she's gonna have a show.
Yeah, she's gonna have her show, and her outfit's gonna be slightly different, so they're gonna make another figure.
You know what I mean?
It's just like, well, shit, why am I buying this?
Exactly. So that loses the hype of getting the character, right? In the past, we didn't have that. In the past, we have movies, right? We didn't have shows like now. So when you were getting a character, oh shit, it's from the movie, I want to get it, because you're not gonna get another one until maybe 4 or 5 years from that point, because that's what it takes to make a movie, right? 2, 3, 4 years. But now with shows, I think it's good, but also bad in terms of like getting certain characters in the collecting world, statues, figures, whatever.
No, and Marvel was no, stranger to that either. Yeah, that was another reason why I was kind of a little burnt, because like, do I need 11 Captain Americas? It's just like every movie, there's another iteration of that figure. So then sometimes, not everybody, but sometimes you'll end up saying, well, you know what? Maybe I don't need every Captain America or every Thor. So what would end up happening is a lot of people would be like, well, I'm going to take my Dark World Thor and get rid of him, and now I'm going to buy this Ragnarok Thor, and that's my representation. Or then, oh shit, now there's Infinity War, you know what I mean? Oh, okay, let me get rid of that, I'll go get Infinity War. And then you got the fat Thor from Endgame, and you're like, well, let me go get that. You know what I mean? And that's just one figure. So imagine that through multiple figures and then multiple IPs, and then a lot of people are just cannibalizing their collection to get the newer version, because not everybody wants that, or maybe they don't have the space to have 9 Thors. You know what I'm saying? So, and that gets you, you know what I'm saying? That gets you, or at least myself, and I mean Dante is what you're sounding like. You're just like, damn, well, I don't want to do that. It's not like how you buy a John Matrix or something, from Commando, and you're like, that's it. Like there's no multiples coming. So it gets a little daunting when so many characters have so many like versions of them.
Yeah.
And you were asking just before, and I went to check, and next year, 2024, it marks the 40th anniversary of Ghostbusters, and Sony Pictures they are preparing some stuff to celebrate that date. It's a new movie. There's a new animated movie coming too, and so probably, I don't know if you are going to see something. It's 40 years, not only Ghostbusters but also Karate Kid. They will also celebrate. Karate Kid, the 1/6 scale was done by. There is no figures, right? Or is only third party?
I think was it NECA that did a couple of them.
Oh yeah, NECA,
smaller scale, but
NECA. Yeah, NECA did a smaller.
Yeah. So I mean, it just depends, right? That was my whole point. Not everybody's gonna have everything, and then on the flip side, some do, right? Like I had like every Luke, for example, but. Just I don't feel like
there you
go. You have every cat, So, but not every. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you do that with every single figure? Like, if that's the direction that you go, then yes, right. But often, you have multiple things, right? Or at least I do anyway. I have so many different IPs that it's like, well, wait a minute, I don't want to I can't have everything, every iteration of every character out there.
You know, I want to go back to what Carlito said. In today's market, buying backwards is probably cheaper than buying new at retail with some exceptions. You can be more selective and avoid FOMO, worrying about stuff waitlisted too. And that's true. I was able to, just to give you an idea, how much it is now. Maybe Anthony might know this. How much it is now retail, for example, Alien the Warrior, or Ripley that you have behind you, Anthony. How much it is now new, for example?
Oh, those are a little tricky though, man. I think Ripley's still like 400 or 500, but those are kind of hard though, right? They weren't as mass produced as Star Wars and Marvel, right? Like, so in that respect, it's some of those still hold their value. But for the most part, I agree with what Carlito's saying. Like when there's the mass produced stuff, I mean, you go pick up fucking Endgame and Infinity War right now. They're all cheap as shit. Go get all the Mando figures. They're cheap as shit. Why? Because they, it's a super popular thing. I mean, that's what Hot Toys does. They're not gonna, as much as maybe we would want, them to redo like Terminator or Aliens and stuff. It's a popular IP, but it's not popular in pop culture currently, right? And what's current is what sells. It's kind of Joel's point. Like with Ghostbusters, if it's the 40th, that's a tentpole event, right? That's usually something big's happening. Oh, okay, cool. New movie's coming out. It's the 40th anniversary. Like that's an opportunity for companies to jump in on that and be like, here, okay, now we'll do something for you. It's very similar to the Batman. I mean, Michael Keaton came back for the Flash. Well, that's a great opportunity to give us another 89 Batman, right? There's a tentpole event happening right now in pop culture. He's back. There's interest in him. Let's go ahead and give him another 89, right? So when certain things like that happen, I can see maybe certain things coming back, but unless it's like a massively popular IP, some of that old shit's gone, man. You know what I mean? Like they don't do them anymore. It sucks.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to kind of go back and try to get stuff that I wanted to get, but I couldn't get it just because I was making priorities on the new stuff. And I was able to get Ripley. I was able to get Alien. I was able to get the Michael Keaton, the Batman Returns, brand new seal, bro, from my friend Ray from Howard's Toys, and a freaking amazing deal. No issues. Like I did the review. You saw the Michael Keaton's, Bruce Wayne's, t-shirt, shirt was white, pristine.
Yeah,
no
awesome,
stains.
dude.
I was very lucky. I was trying to get that one, but it was already in the thousands. Like, I'm like, hell, I'm not gonna pay that, that much for a 2-pack. I can add another $400 and get freaking Prime One Vegeta, which I'm hunting down. But anyway,
right.
And it's funny because just kind of like going sidetrack here. I was so convinced that I'm gonna get Vegeta. That I bought the I don't know if you guys are familiar with, but I bought the Jax 2 Vegeta base, which is super freaking amazing. So I bought that one first, thinking I'm gonna get the Prime 1 Vegeta, and I couldn't freaking get it. Like with the day I found a store to buy it, literally I went to buy it that day and it was sold out already. I'm like, I was about to kill myself. And I put in the card. I was just kind of like, making my numbers match. And okay, now I can pull the trigger. Dude, I waited like an hour and it was sold out. Maybe it was the last statue. So if anyone is selling a Prime 1 Vegeta DX version, brand new, because I'm not going to buy used. This has to be brand new. Just let me know. That's all I want to know.
If I may, I think Dante made a lot of good points, and I actually had to write them down to keep them track. I think backtracking may be different for everyone, but because it may be for you guys, it may be for reviews. They have to be like totally like mint condition, but my username is Christian Detours. It's like my whole collection, majority is like I just backtrack them, and secondhand, I didn't really care if they're open or if they had minor issues. I was okay with all of them. So backtracking, dude. I think say backtracking can be manageable if you're a collector already, if you're in the now. But then if you're a newcomer as of today, all right, Shine. if you're talking about Marvel, yeah, sure, they're gonna be like easy to get. But then like if you go for the ones that, because usually I feel like everyone has their favorites, and those favorites kind of like are similar. Whether it's whatever IP that is, whether that's Star Wars, I mean DC, whatever that is in favor, those ones are to get like. But then like, if try to imagine as a newcomer, if you come in here, and you're not gonna get like all of them at once. You're gonna try to grab the ones that you like, you know, like maybe your top 10, maybe you make your list and like you try to grab those. So if you imagine trying to backtrack all of those, although those prices have been kind of like, you know, dimming down a little bit, it's not that easy. Like saying that you have to be current all the time, I would say it would be, I mean, it applies to anyone for any time who comes as a newcomer, but I say like, cause like you guys said like the Cat Bane, dude. I just saw the new Cat Bane. Oh no,
yes.
mint
Today you showed
condition,
me.
including shipping. I mean, it's a local deal, so it's like shipping is like, you know, like nothing, but $209, dude. 209. Deluxe version, not even regular. So like, yeah, like in some cases, I mean, I heard like in China, like Cat Bane is rising like crazy. But right here, like it's manageable if you're still like kind of like waiting. And I guess I don't know why that is, but it may be easier for newcomers in the future when they want to backtrack these things. We can never say. Like the only point I want to make is like backtracking or being in the current, just make your decisions that are right to you, and whether that's backtracking or either it's, you know, being current. Just stay within your lanes, don't go too far. I mean, like just keep your pace. And with the Joker and Anakin, I thought they were like not really necessary, but then to say they were like unnecessary is kind of like a different thing. Because if you think about it, we did get the NR rooted Joker, but then what was it, like a 2-pack? There wasn't a single pack. So like for the people who actually really wanted just the one and with, you know, a lower budget, I guess, it wasn't an option for them. Like no matter how you put it, the rooted NR Joker is above 1K. If it's like 1.1 or 1.2, I don't know, but then it's above 1K. So for like 1K for a character that you want is not that easy. It's not that easy. I mean, like the amount of collection, I mean, the size of the collection that we have, we can say, yeah, 1K isn't too much, but you know, that doesn't apply to everybody. So I would say like, yeah, I mean, was it necessary? I wouldn't say it was necessary, but was it like unnecessary? I can't say that either. And that also applies to Anakin, because the same thing, newcomers come every day. That Anakin may be another different, you know, dollar on a different region. It may be like fetching high somewhere and maybe like bargain shipping somewhere. So like at some regions, that Anakin, whether it was, you know, necessary or not, it may be welcome to some places. You never know. And and the last thing was like, you know, like how we have shows coming in, you know, like just constantly, and we just can't be in the current. I just say, I mean, it's just the reality. It's just up to you, dude. Like, it's up to you if you want to, you know, follow that track and be current. And like, you know, we have like Joel here. Like, Joel is in the Mando line. He's in deep, and he enjoys that line with his son, which is a very different experience for him. So whether you want to be in it and you don't want to kind of, you know, like you feel like you don't want to lose the value of the, you know, figure, because like there's like another version, like, you know, as you guys said, the Ahsoka, we got the Mando one, we'll probably get the Ahsoka version from the show. Yeah, we'll probably get it, and the Mando Ahsoka might, you know, might dip down, but I have it right there. I mean, I have her right there. I love her. So like, would that make me feel kind of like, you know, I would just get rid of her? No. That would just depend. Like, I would have to see the show, and whatever outfit that they gave us. If I like it, I'll get it. And if I feel like that can replace my Ahsoka right now, that'll be it. That's reality. So I say, well, it kind of makes me not want to stay so current. It makes me less excited about this thing. I'd say, I mean, it's just reality. You just got to make your choices. That's all I want to say. And I thought everyone made a lot very good points, by the way.
Choices
Even
and
me?
planning. Even you, yeah, I like your points,
I
Joao.
didn't say anything.
I agree with you, Joao, as
Okay,
always.
thank you. I just,
You know, I actually pre-ordered this guy already.
Oh yeah.
I went to Kitchen. He had it on his site.
Damn.
Yeah. But I don't know if it's gonna be the same price as such. I have no idea. I'm just gonna get it for review purposes. I'm probably gonna sell it after that, so I'm not gonna keep it. I'm very happy with the inner one. Personal opinion, right? But I'm just curious. I want to compare both. I want to see, what improvements they made in person, right? I want to see the packaging. I want to see the hair, how that looks. Even though I don't have the rooted hair one, I have the sculpted one, which I think is really freaking good. I went with this one. And if for some reason I like this one better than the inert, I'll keep it because the other ones are sculpted hair anyways. So no lose here.
No. I would say, I think to Christian's point though, like, if you've been collecting for a while, then yeah, it's easy to manage, grabbing stuff backwards. Patience obviously is a big deal. We've all gotten stuff at a great deal, backward stuff. But it is daunting, for new collectors coming in, right? Because it's funny when you first stumble upon 6 scale. Like if there's a new collector coming in and they're like, wow, this is awesome. And then they're like, holy shit, I didn't know they made all these. And they go a little crazy. And then they try to grab a bunch of shit backward. And they're like, well, I guess that's the price. So, whatever. And then that
Boom.
could be, be kind of dangerous,
I don't know if it's as you guys know, I started collecting statues as well, so I'm trying to do both. Obviously, my space is very limited, so I cannot get anything, even though I got a few that I'm gonna get. I have no idea where I'm gonna put them, but that's a different story. That's a different point. So I think when you start collecting statues or something kind of like pricier than the hot toys, it's no secret, right? A statue can be like $1,500, compared to hot toys, which is like $350, $250, right? It's a huge difference in money, right? That also increases your budget. That also increases the way you hunt for a specific character.
Sure,
but at the same time, when you collect statues or when you collect something very expensive, you're comfortable paying $500, $700 for a figure too. You know what I mean? Because you say, oh, fuck, I paid $3,500 for this one. I can pay for, $700.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And
Depending
if
on
you
your
don't-
budget, of course.
Right. But what I'm saying is that if you don't have a discipline, and if it's not in your shelf, and you just saw, like you mentioned this before, Anthony. I was watching actually when you all sent me the invite, that you spoke about the 66 Joker, for example, right? That many people pass on, including myself. I pass on that one, right? Because I said, you know what, I'm not a big fan of the show itself. But I appreciate the pop culture. I appreciate what they did for culture in general, right? Batman, right? So, and I really like the figure too. When I saw Joel's review, I was like, wow, this thing looks freaking amazing for a third party. But then I said, if I'm gonna get the Joker, I don't have the Batman and Robin, so I don't want to have just one character standing there. I want to have at least a companion, right? Not necessarily the whole line, but at least a companion that you can put them together, either 2 or 3 tops, right? So my good friend Ralph, he was selling his Joker, like 66 Joker, the second batch. And the second batch came with some defects, right? Especially the vest wasn't that good. I think the body's a bit flimsy. Not horrible, but flimsy, But I was able to get the fix. I was able to get the replacement for the vest from Kitchen and all that. So, it's fine. But then I needed a companion. And I was thinking, okay, should I pick up the Hot Toys one or should I pick up the Saturn toys, right? But then I said, fuck, the Hot Toys one is very pricey right now. Like, there's no way I'm going to drop that money for that. So I was able to get also the Saturn toys, Is it perfect? It is not perfect. Is it good enough for me to have in my display? Yeah, it's good enough for me, I don't mind. Probably the first ones to go out if I want to sell something are gonna be those. Just to be honest with you, not because I don't like them, it's because again they're not licensed, right? And to me, kind of like being licensed is a bit, well, not a bit, but important. Personally, I mean, maybe people may not agree with this, but me personally, I like to have licensed characters, right? For example, I got the Batman Returns. I wanted to get the Joker, 89 Joker, but it's very pricey right now. I know I'm gonna get it at one point, but I need to have my Batman with a companion. So I got the Mars toys at a really freaking good price, brand new from my friend Kenui. And it's right there. I don't know if you guys can see, but
Anthony say, but we cannot see I cannot see anything.
I mean, I believe him. I know it's there. I mean, he's not just making it. So,
Actually, I have the box here.
But no, I can't see him. But I take your word for it. There you go.
Okay, having the boxes and when you have the figure. The box.
Yeah, I bought the box just to show
I
off.
mean, you can always full screen them, dude. I mean,
I know,
I'm
right?
like squinting here.
We need a better producer in this freaking show.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You can see it right there.
There he is. Yeah.
So you see, I have the Saturn toys over there. I have the 66 Joker over there. You see my inner here? Remember that show that I did that my inner fell? But because I was putting pressure on it? Dude, that was exactly the same pose I had. Actually, I changed the pose a couple days ago. Exactly the same. No issues whatsoever with the magnets. No issues with that, with the jail bars. Perfect. No issues at all. And then I got the Boba Fett with the throne. And here is Fennec. And over there somewhere is Cat Bane.
Don't remind me. I gotta pick out the throne. Jesus.
Brayden, Anakin is tomorrow, not today.
Not today. Not today, buddy.
We have 5 minutes left. Anyone here on the panel? No one here on the panel is going. I'm sure me and Christian.
Anthony?
We don't. Maybe Anthony. You are going for the Joker?
I mean, I'm gonna try to get it. We'll see what happens.
Did you already receive an email from Sideshow or not?
No.
So,
I don't
but
think
here
so.
when the countdown finishes, anyone can go directly and pre-order.
Well, I think
it?
if you're on this URL, then as soon as the countdown ends, you're going to get randomly assigned a queue position.
Okay.
That's what I think is going to happen in 5 minutes. Your screen is going to refresh, and you'll be like, you're in spot number 62 in line or something, like just some arbitrary
You're spot 5001.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know.
It's
Wait,
5,000 limit, right? Or 3,000 limit?
4,000.
Right, you're
Is it
spot
4,000 for
4001.
Sideshow?
Well, 4,000 worldwide. I don't know
Yeah,
how many
worldwide.
Sideshow
So
got.
do we have numbers for
300,
Sideshow yet?
500?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm guessing at
No,
least
there-
1,000 though.
No, they didn't specify the numbers because they can add more if needed. I think.
But like, can you imagine like 500 for the whole state? Jesus.
Believe it or not, it's not a. I think what's his name? Josh from Comic Concepts mentioned about the size, the limit size. So sometimes it seems small, but in reality is decent, right? 3,000, 4,000. It's decent size. It's not like 100. If it's like 100 or like a 500 limited, that's tough. For a figure is very, very limited, really. Like, just imagine 500 units worldwide.
Well, I mean, they did that with the Spider-Mans. I mean, shit, Miles was 300 and the Advanced Suit was 500 just last month.
Yeah, but I can see those being reissued at one point, so you're not really missing, I think.
Yeah, it just depends. I don't think those are as popular either.
Right.
I mean, they are popular, just not as, right, as something like this. So they could get away with some of that, I think.
Right.
But I don't know how many Sideshow is allocated for this, so.
They probably got 1,000, I think.
I'm kind of
Probably.
curious how fast this guy will go, because like it sounds like from everybody and through Facebook that Anakin is more kind of desired, and I heard like Japan, they put up their pre-orders and took like what, a week to sell out this guy.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that. To sell Anakin or sell Joker?
Joker. Anakin went out like, I don't know, like a day or something.
Well, you got that whole generation that grew up with the prequels and the Clone Wars.
Right.
It's a lot more. There's a lot more material there than the Dark Knight. This is one movie. 2-hour film with one character. you know, Anakin was in the 3 movies and 7 years of Clone Wars, and you know what I'm saying. It's more popular. It really is.
I don't know, dude, because like, if you talk about like the world itself, I can't tell if Joker is less popular than Anakin.
Yeah, but the world itself isn't collecting 6-scale figures.
Yeah, but then like,
Exactly.
if you
So-
talk about like collectors all around the world,
Yeah, I think Clone Wars is more popular.
really,
Yeah,
that is interesting.
and on
That
global
is not
scale,
what I
like,
was expecting.
yeah, regionally, I know the Dark Knight's popular. You know, in Asia, it's kind of popular here. But like, if you're a big Star Wars fan, bro, you've got years and years of story there. Like, he's undoubtedly more popular, dude. In terms of the collecting world. I mean,
Yeah, I guess
how many
so.
people were running around looking for a fucking Heath Ledger Joker? Not many, you know. But they're always looking for an Anakin or a dark side Anakin, like all, you know what I'm saying? Like, always. So
Yeah.
this is going to give a lot of collectors an opportunity to get one that they didn't get before, and they didn't want to go spend those price. You see, so it's, yeah, this is going to be.
I mean,
I would say Anakin
you look at
is
me.
much
I
more
just have
sought
like all
after.
Star Wars. I just want to try. I wanted to try to make a fair argument, but then like I think you're right. I guess you're right. Yeah.
I
Do
think
you-
so.
Do you think it could be because we already had Inner Joker?
That
probably
was the
that's
point I was gonna
reason why.
make, but then I don't know now, cause like I feel like the market. That's what I felt like when this guy was released, because I felt like the demand on Joker was kind of like dried out, because Inner kind of like did it already, and did a fairly
Yeah,
good
I think
job.
the people that wanted it I think people who wanted a Heath Ledger Joker got it,
Yeah,
you know.
definitely.
But to your point, some didn't, because maybe they didn't want to spend $1,000 on a 2-pack,
Yeah.
and they just decided, you know what, I don't really want a sculpted, so maybe I'll wait. So there's that, there's people like that. So, but yeah, it's, if maybe Hot Toys put this out first before InArt, they would obviously get more sales. But
I guess so. Yeah, they kind of like screwed up the timing, because I feel like they could have got this earlier done. Like, it's not like that
Hot Toys doesn't have
hard.
anything to prove though either, right? I mean, as I mentioned
Yeah.
before, like, they can take an aggressive stance on the community because they have their time. They've been around forever. They know people will still buy.
Countdown.
8, 7,
Oh.
6. Prepare for crashing. 5,
Yeah, I don't even think it'll
3,
refresh on its own. Let's
2,
see what happens.
1.
Oh, there's a loading bar.
Congratulations, you are number 7,809
Oh,
in
is
queue.
this
What's
actually
this
what
loading?
happens?
Jesus, what happened here?
Jesus,
Why
there's
it's
a
not
there's a
loading?
Dude,
bar
just
there.
leave it there. Just leave it there. Don't touch anything. Let's see what
Okay,
happens.
I'm not touching anything.
Touch it. Refresh.
Anthony or Dante, do you guys know how this process actually goes? Because like, I never went through this. I never buy from Sideshow or
well, first you need to pray, and then second you need to pray that doesn't crash, and then pray that you may have a copy available.
So what
Wait,
should
wait.
I do? Should I
So-
refresh the page?
So
No, no, no,
waiting
I
would be
wouldn't.
the right answer, would it? Should we wait?
Yeah, this is basically your spot right now. So we are all at the last place.
All right.
Okay, your number of users ahead of you are 873. Your estimate wait time is 58 minutes. Perfect. That's what it says to me.
So I guess okay.
Oh.
Now I see it.
Yeah.
My wait time is 56 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's wait 56 minutes.
Wow, man, they threw me in a bad queue. I'm fucking 3,000, dude. My wait time's more than an hour.
Oh, so
And
I'm
Joel was
good.
like over there in China. Like, what happened?
Congratulations, you're fucked.
Well, that was fair.
Or
Yeah, that's not fair at all, dude.
Costa is cost number
I'm
2,297.
2962.
If someone
Please
is-
notify me when it's my turn.
Can
Here,
someone
Figure
show
Puzzle
me
channel 406.
who's number
Well,
69? You get $1,000 credit for the Joker.
Hey Jedi Chris, how are you?
Yo,
There's
what
not
up,
even
dude?
enough fucking jokers, bro.
I know.
160 snaps 473.
Oh
You
my
got some
god.
decent numbers here, I
Fucking
guess.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm selling my number if anyone wants to. Oh no, my number is going down. It's going down.
Wait, up your price.
I can sell my number for $5 now.
Oh, I'm number
$5
5.
one.
I'm number 5 now.
$5 two.
Oh, this
$5
is gonna be
three.
actually interesting.
Mario is the 2638.
Oh.
Jesus Mario.
So you know what that means? You open this page at like midnight tomorrow. I don't know, I'm giving away information. Yeah, but anyway, you do that for Anakin, and you're like, all right, I've been sitting here all night and number
Midnight.
one in the fucking queue.
You're gonna
Midnight?
camp at
No,
home.
you need to open way earlier. I
Wait,
opened
so
when someone said there was a countdown. When I opened, there was a 10 minutes countdown.
So for you guys in the States, did you guys actually try getting the stealth cap? And when
No.
was that?
I did
Because
not.
like as I've heard, because I was just working and I didn't know what was going on. I heard like people were like just
383
in the
figure
site
present
for like
channel is
3
going
hours
down.
and they were still screwed. Is that true?
I don't know.
Yeah,
but-
They were
They-
just
this
were
this
just
may be
clicking
a
their
better
phones,
system.
like refresh, and then nothing happened.
Yeah, but this is ridiculous. 3,000 people ahead of me. Like, oh, it went down 17.
Look at the bar going. Now it's
Okay,
792.
It looks like some people are buying or passing. So is that why the number is going down?
Yeah, some people are kind of like, I'm not gonna wait an hour for this. Bye. And you know.
Or maybe
Yeah, they
they're
either bought it or they've moved on.
or their like server kind of like
So-
crashed and then
Only
kinda
Anthony has a
closed.
commitment to stay in his
Man, I got shit
3005.
to do, man. I don't know, man.
Come on, Anthony.
But
You can do this,
yeah,
man.
we'll see.
Yeah, there you go. It's like fanciful. I mean,
Or
it's
you can go
close.
to a kitchen and get it right there. You don't have to wait. That's what I did at least.
Figure
wait,
posing
so
channel
this
is going
is
down by the
different-
minute. Now it's 355. Oh, Ash Chase is 3942.
I'm 822. I'm just curious to see what I mean. I'm not gonna buy it, but I'm just curious to see where I'm
Wait,
gonna be.
so this is actually different from getting it like for a free for all. So this is an
Yeah.
actual waiting, like a waiting line.
yeah, yeah.
No, but
so,
here there's the option. You are not seeing. Please notify me when is my turn. I can place here my email.
Yeah.
If it was me,
Well,
I'm not gonna
to-
wait
to-
for that shit.
To put it in perspective, I don't think it is random because I just joined it on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
And my phone's position is 4,247.
Yeah, I think like, I think the whole point of random was like, you know how everyone was waiting already, and people got different numbers. I think that was kind of random. I don't know why. I think that was the point. Or
I
maybe-
think
I
780
think the
people.
earlier you got in onto this fucking site, the lower your number is.
that could be it too. Also,
I'll refresh
I mean,
this in like a half hour and see if this number changes to like 5,000.
Yeah. How many T-dubs people are here in the 780?
Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta close my camera.
769.
779.5. I'm 815, so it went down like a few.
Costa saying it's not random anymore.
I'm 766 now. Jesus.
But will this go down or will go up?
It's gonna
It
go
should
down.
go down.
Go
down,
down,
right?
It should.
He's in line, essentially, right?
So
Virtual
this is
line.
interesting. This is like my first time seeing all this show.
You ever see a magic trick?
Gosh.
Oh, you see?
Wondering how long will it give you to
He,
buy the figure?
he clicked on the link I put on the chat and he got 406. So the initial one was random because I was already on the link when
There you
I
go.
post the link here.
There you go.
Not yet, Mari. They didn't mention and we don't know the price. No, someone already should know the price because if people already pre-order or no.
As far as I remember, Korean prices, it was like 550 around there. Yeah, because Anakin was 440, and I think it was like 550 around there. It can't be accurate, but around there.
I'm 774 right now. And
someone
my
here
wait time,
already
wait,
ordered.
my wait time is 34 minutes and yours is 49 and I'm 774. How is that possible?
Whoa.
Okay, so now it came down faster.
Wait, Dante, what's your number?
774, 34 minutes. 34
Really?
minutes wait time. Yeah.
You're right behind him.
Yeah.
You are right behind me. I'm 733. Ash Chase go up. He now is 3886. Oh, 160 is not say is 515.
Much
515.
better. Nice.
Okay.
Wait, so did Korea screw us over? Jesus.
25 minutes wait time now.
Jedi Chris is only the 3873. Good luck, my friend.
Dude.
Figure posing channel is going down by the minute. And mine also. Now is 688. 22 minutes. I don't know why I'm so excited with this because I don't care about the time. I don't care about the time because I'm not going to buy.
No, you're gonna
anything
get rid of your
this.
inner and you're gonna pick this up right now.
Mine's barely gone down 100. It's 28, 29 right now.
By the
man.
time Anthony's in the line, the Anakin is gonna be up.
That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, it's he's
148.
gonna refresh, and it'll be like join waitlist. You'll be like, what the fuck? That's what's gonna happen.
That's what I'm
148.
fearing. Like when this like clock kind of like ticks and then like you have refresh, the whole thing refreshes and you go like it's back to like 5,000 something. It's like what the fuck?
Keep the stream going. Let's see who was able to get the figure.
Jesus, how can it be possible? I'm already here for 2 hours and a half.
It's 1 a.m. I'm
What?
not, I mean I could stay, but then like
All right, number 10 now. 5 minutes to go. Just kidding.
This reminds me of Y2K. Everyone didn't see what's going to happen.
Y2K.
Oh my god! Today I received. I was preparing the something for the stream. I don't know if you guys noticed about this and which one of you here have the Nintendo Switch. The Red Dead Redemption released today for Nintendo Switch.
And they didn't do a damn thing to it.
What do you want them to do? I don't want them to do anything for me.
I
If I
think they
play the
could have at
same
least,
game as the Xbox, I feel happy.
Yeah, it's still locked at 30 frames a second. They didn't do anything. They just ported
Okay,
it.
but you are imagine.
No, they ported it. That's
I
lazy,
know, but
bro.
listen to me. Play that game on the go. It's amazing. You are with the Switch. You are
Sure,
on the go.
sure.
Just,
Yeah, I get it. It's
10
fun.
minutes.
You
10
know?
minutes
But-
wait for me.
but
So
it's not $49
minutes.
happy because $49 I think is a lot for that game. They should
Yeah.
put it at 29, something like that. Oh, 9 minutes.
how's the
593.
time going so quickly?
People leaving.
So someone's already got in there. It's 515 on Sideshow before tax and shipping.
1897 woven on hour 8. I guess I'm not getting this figure I don't want. Exactly.
You hear that, Joel?
515.
Yeah, 515 on
How,
Sideshow.
how much is it, Chen?
515, yeah. The 160 is not already said here.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see the
What
chat. I'm
Sideshow should have
staring
done
at
was
this
show the
queue.
nurse Joker walking away from the exploding hospital.
Well, my estimated wait time now is 40 minutes instead of more than an hour. But
Pikmin 4, Joel, the game is amazing. I need to check that. Pikmin 4.
But Anthony, you can just like send Joel some money and you can get this one.
How can he get
Yeah.
this one?
yeah, he's got. He's
can
gonna
you
get
get
the
this
queue
one?
before me.
So if like the first people, like everyone picks it up, anyone just behind them, they will just miss out. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
But for example, when arrive my time, I have the option for what? I'm entering inside show. I even don't have an account inside show.
Oh, you don't?
No,
So you're not logged in?
no, I'm just in the
Jesus
website.
Christ.
Jesus.
So you
Well,
just
that
make the
plan's not
line
gonna
a little
fucking work now,
longer
is
for
it?
everybody for no reason at all.
Right.
But I don't have account inside show. I never bought from them.
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
let me
Now,
try
this
to
is
log
the
in
kind
now.
of thing maybe Nate would do and geeking out, like just stay here for the fun.
You know what? I think I pre-ordered the wrong one. In Kitchen, I pre-ordered the sculpted one instead of the rooted hair. So I have to
I actually
pre-order.
got
So
it.
I have to pre-order this one now. I just realized. now.
Justin already got it.
Nice.
Chechin, no, there is no. We don't know how many pre-orders they have.
Exactly.
Mario, what do you want?
Exactly, Mario.
I don't have account on Sideshow. What do you guys want?
Yes.
I'm inspired by pretty and I'm gonna do the same now. I don't have account in Sideshow. What can I do?
You could have at least made an account while we were streaming, dude. What the hell?
I don't know. Just make it
But
under my
the-
name.
But when I went to this link, there was nothing to log in. Maybe
Well-
they will let me add to cart and then just check out.
Here's what you do. You open up another window and you make your ID, and then like when this kind of like I feel like when this time ticks, you're gonna be logged in automatically, and then you're gonna order it. There you go.
Jesus.
You have 4 minutes to make your account.
Yeah. You know, I realized that the one I pre-ordered at Kitchen was the sculpted hair. Fuck. So now I have to pre-order this one. Jesus.
Oh yeah, does anybody know the ship date?
I don't even know.
Yeah, it said like August to whatever, July to December 2024.
Oh really? Joel, you have 2 minutes.
Shut up. Fuck, tão chato.
Fungzun Chatu.
Move faster, comrade.
How long
You need
time
Hector
now?
here right now. You're just yelling at him.
Okay, I already have an account.
No, you need to validate it.
2024?
Jesus, I need to
what it said.
validate.
You have 60 seconds, Joao.
Welcome to Sideshow. Account login now. I don't need. Oh, 40. They give me $40 on my next order. Okay, let me take this code.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if you got this on discount?
Why so serious? A
Okay,
minute.
my account, everything is good.
A
Dude, I
minute.
feel like you really need to buy this with 60 people watching.
I'm not going to buy shit. You guys are crazy or what? I'm going to buy the Joker for $500 more shipping, $200, $700 for the Joker.
Yeah, shipping
Do it
from
for
Sideshow for us is insane.
do it for all
Wolf Creek, there you go.
So I'm
Wolf
even.
Creek.
This is like the DMV.
Yeah.
160's net got it.
Nice.
Congratulations, bro.
Congrats,
Can you use
dude.
rewards? I don't know. I can give you my reward. You guys want? I paste here.
Give it
I have
out.
here.
Give it out.
I already give
Joel,
you
use my
$40
shipping
off.
address.
Use my shipping address. I give you my account, then I add to cart, I give you guys my account, you can do whatever you want. Because I cannot put address and everything. Oh, less than a minute. Go for what? Go for nothing. I go where? I will close the website when I arrive there.
Imagine if it crashes when you get there, number one, and then it crashes. Fuck.
I just want to see how this thing turns out. Like, if it actually, converts to another, link that makes you, to pre-order.
It's probably convert to a crash website.
Oh, wait. Can I? Oh, it's your turn. Thank you for waiting. We're now being redirected to the website. Go. Click where? I don't have to click anywhere.
No, it says you're not being redirected.
All right,
to
you
the
gotta
website.
wait. You gotta
You
wait.
gotta wait. Oh,
As soon as possible.
You're almost there now. Yeah.
하늘 계신 우리 아버지 성의하사.
$515.
No, this is not the password. This is the code they give me. The $40 discount. Oh, here we have. Go.
Artisan. So this is what happens.
Oh, match. What
Why
is
is it in
this?
Korean?
Why is this Korean? Why
Why
I'm
is this
going
in
to
Korean?
pay?
Dude, are you using my account, dude? What the fuck?
Look how it says limited edition 4,000 though. So that is
Oh,
you didn't
the
RSVP,
item is
so
available for RSVP.
unless you're not signed in.
But I'm signed in.
No, but then
Did you
I
see at
need
the
it.
top though?
available.
It gave
Yeah.
you an error.
It gave
I
you
don't
an
know.
error.
Can you add it?
Okay, now
Oh.
you're screwed. Okay, now you're screwed.
I'm not.
I got $30.
It's here.
When you click, no, go, click Artisan, click pre-order, and there's like red warning there.
Done.
This item is available to registrants
Exactly.
only.
Exactly.
It's limited one per
Oh.
person though.
So
You never RSVP'd.
I didn't have account.
Well, then you lose.
well, I guess thank God, Joel, that you don't have to pre-order this out of
Guys,
I take the
I'm
I take the
officially-
collector edition.
I officially got one.
Oh, you got it, Dante?
Yeah, I just got it.
Nice, dude.
I RSVP too.
But why is this thing
So-
on Korean won? What is going on? Are you actually living here, dude?
Maybe his freaking
No, because you know why? Because I was
Your
starting to
VPN
see
set to Korea.
I was starting to see The Hunt on Netflix, and I need to change the server for Korea.
Wow,
and I
went-
forgot to change it back for Hong Kong.
Listen. I went back to the link again. Now in 4,900 wait time. Spot 34 minutes wait time.
Wait. So you put your order down already?
I did,
right?
yeah, I did. But I went
Yeah,
back
yeah.
to the link again because it kind of tells you like whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And now I'm 4,900 spot.
what I think is that I don't remember if I RSVP'd. I need to check my email, dude. Because then otherwise there's no fucking everybody who did not RSVP is screwed by that observation there.
Mario is so disappointed with me because I didn't dare RSVP.
Yeah, I know. Waiting for like 3 hours. Like, I got it. Wait, you did RSVP.
But then can you imagine like having it shipped to Joao and then have to ship it back to Mario? Holy shit! How much is that gonna be?
Comeback of the century? What does that mean?
Come back of the century because you were on a leave. Today was just a battle. Tomorrow is the war. Oh, tomorrow I'm going to RSVP for tomorrow. Where is? Wait a moment.
Yeah, I did. I did RSVP for tomorrow.
RSVP.
It's on their
I'm going
site,
to
right? You just gotta
RSVP
find
for
it.
tomorrow. See what's coming soon.
Oh, that was
Okay.
hilarious. Wait, you wait for all of that and you're like,
I know, right?
I don't know, but I don't know what's the funny. You guys should know about these.
Us? Oh, we didn't know.
what was that?
Well, the page I'm looking for does not exist. I cannot go to RSVP Anakin. They don't let me anymore.
Really?
Yeah, the Artisan edition.
That
Yeah, I don't
cannot
remember if
be
I
true.
did or not.
I actually did. I actually
cannot be
did.
true. You can always RSVP. What are you talking about?
Maybe it's the
Yeah, I don't
Korean
remember if I
server
did or
too
not.
Dude, what the fuck? I just logged in and it's like number of users in line ahead of you, 8. Your estimated time, less than a minute. What? It's my time already? What the fuck?
Right. She just
Dude, can
screen
I
by
share
it.
my
Okay.
screen? I just.
I'm
Wait,
on the
what
list
fuck
for
is going on?
Anakin,
Good.
What the fuck is
and
going
I
on?
have a 10% off discount.
All right. How many on the chat got the Anakin?
Okay,
I
never
got
mind,
the Joker. Say me on the chat. Come
No,
on.
don't need. I will. We are 60 here. I will make a poll.
Make a poll.
Well, that was weird. It kind of like showed me my number was 8, and then I was waiting less than a minute, and
But-
then it kind of like converted, and then I was back on the waiting line. Now I'm like, what is this?
You know what? I have to say something about this.
4,700?
I have to say something about this. I think this is a much better experience than the previous one from Sideshow. I think they improved. I mean, being in the queue like that, being able to do. I mean, I was kind of panicking when I was gonna making my purchase, thinking that I'm gonna get timed out, but actually it was kind of smooth. So I was able to select my card and all that, like put my
Yeah.
reward points. So it was a very good experience. So I guess kudos to Sideshow for making the experience a bit more pleasant. But now tomorrow is gonna be the test. Tomorrow, I want to see everyone tomorrow. I hope that everyone can get the Artisan Anakin. I'm gonna get that one too, just to review it. I don't know. I don't think. Actually, I'm not gonna keep it because I'm not collecting prequels anymore. But for reviewing purposes, I'm gonna get it, and then if I can get it, and then sell it. Beautiful.
Wait, are you supposed to get an email or some kind of a link for the RSVP?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
I
So
didn't get
even
an
if I
email
wanted
yet.
to, I'll be screwed right now because I haven't clicked on it.
So I got my Artisan.
Let's check my email.
So 515 plus
Sideshow.
tax plus
It's like
shipping.
570.
I had $30 discount, so it came down to 537.
Do you guys know when you guys received your RSVP emails? Like on what date?
July,
I-
December 2024. Sorry.
Couldn't even find my my email.
If you go to Sideshow and just put Hot Toys Anakin, you're gonna see the coming soon, and then you click on it, and then you can RSVP there. That's
Yeah,
how
that
I
one
did
says
it.
I'm on the
Oh,
list, so I
really?
must have already done that. But I don't know about the Joker. I don't remember.
Just for fun, I just want to see what happens.
You did the poll, Joe?
Yeah.
There's a poll.
60 people in the chat. Only 9 people vote. Please, guys, go there to vote and tell us if you got the PO confirmed or not. Until now is no 80% and yes 20%.
Red Wolf, my turn.
Can you use the code?
Get it, get
Asking
it, get
Mario.
it, get
I don't
it,
know.
get it, get it.
I just create an account. I'm a newbie. Don't ask me those
Who
things.
forgot to RSVP? Who was waiting for 20 minutes and nothing?
Got 4 minutes left in the queue.
You see?
You are so-
Anthony's
you are
determined.
so- your
Anthony, you're gonna
excitement.
get it, man. I have faith.
No, the problem is I don't know if I RSVP'd, bro. And if that shit just happened to Bretta, it's like whatever.
You should share your screen for us to stay here watching live what happens with your screen.
Well, it's on my other computer.
Right. Two things
Okay,
are gonna happen. Either we're
I
gonna celebrate or we're gonna laugh.
I searched Anakin, and when I clicked it, it just says, "Hold up, the page you're looking for does not exist."
Yeah, there's a different
Yeah,
one here. I'll
but
send it
you
to
can you can refresh, then appears.
Here. Check
Nope.
that link I just sent you.
SJC360 saying saw the price and left, came back 15 minutes later and my RSVP
Thank you, by the
spot
way.
was still available.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Mila Snyder is saying this is definitely better experience than the Captain America.
Yeah.
You're on the wait list. Wait, no, not the wait list. You're on the list. Okay. Wait, so is the Anakin's time gonna be the same as this one, which will be like, I don't know, like 1 a.m. for me? Do you guys know? Do you guys know?
Busy. No, sorry, what?
Yeah, so
What
like,
were you
is the Anakin PO time gonna be the same as this one?
I don't know. I know it's 3,000 units. They said not 4, but it's weird when Bretta went in there. Sideshow said exclusive to 4,000 units. That wouldn't make sense though if it's 4,000 worldwide. Then why would
Okay,
Sideshow
okay.
say that on theirs? You know what I mean?
I just found it. 9 a.m. PT. So is that the time that is right now?
No, 9 a.m. ET is 9 p.m.
Yeah, it'll be the
here.
same. It'll be the same tomorrow. Like, yeah.
What
Same
time was
time.
it? You said?
It's
It was
gonna be the
9 in
same
morning
time.
for us.
So it's 11?
No, it's
I
midnight.
think you're 3 hours ahead of me.
It's whatever that we just did. Yeah, what that time it was for you.
It's 12:30 for you, right, Dante?
Right now it's
365
12:25, yeah.
for a
Yeah.
regular
Yeah,
edition.
so it's noon tomorrow for you.
Noon? Okay.
Yeah. Or probably an hour or 2 hours earlier to get in line or something.
I'll be at midnight. Fuck that.
Yeah.
3-day window.
So are you gonna just like join here again and do this shit?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what the edition size is. Does each region get 4,000?
I kinda-
Nah, dude, it can't
kinda-
be like for yeah.
I kind of agree with Thick Ben the point, really. I'm not much into
I'm
these,
guessing like the total number has kind of like, you know, risen a little bit, but then I'm guessing not too much, maybe like 5 or 6K maximum. I don't know.
Babar Ken saying just got the Joker, the PO was easy. You see, so people are getting this pretty easy.
Congrats, by the way.
Congrats.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm curious to see how it will be with Anakin, if it will, because Anakin is less. I think more people are going to get the Anakin. I think.
Yeah, that's my guess too.
Oh, he's saying that Mila is saying the
What
Q
the
number was rejected. What's that?
I don't know.
Huh.
It was rejected. Like he didn't enter into the website to pre-order. Or maybe this was really a crowdfund.
It is
No
now my
spot for
turn. Thank you
code.
for waiting.
Uh huh.
Okay,
Good luck,
let's
good
I
luck,
don't know.
sir. Good luck.
Yeah,
And you don't
probably
know?
not. We'll see what happens. If
We'll
the page
actually see if you
refreshes.
actually RSVP'd. We can find that out.
It says now available to order. Buy now. I click it. Artisan. It pre-order. There's a loading.
Really?
Mario pre-ordered and went back in the queue.
This is exactly what I was fearing for. No
But
way.
if you pre-order, you already pay. Why you
So
back to the queue?
you can do 8-month payment plans starting in February of next year.
Oh, what was that? Wait,
But
again?
you know what?
I'm
You
sorry?
can switch to payment plan after you make the purchase, just so you know.
Okay, well, I'm just showing, like, that's where it's showing right now. It'll start on February.
Like I'm saying, if you got nervous and you feel like you're gonna get timed out, just pre-order, and then when you can go back to the order, and you have an option. I put a picture on my Facebook group. You have a pay remaining balance, switch to payment plan, or cancel the item, of course.
Wait, Mario's saying I hit add to cart, then went to queue. I'm ordering now. That's funny. That's weird.
Well, I can say it was in the 1600 spot, and it took 20 minutes to get the Artisan pre-order, so it's cool.
All right. Well,
Well,
I just
Mario,
used the
I'm glad
thank
you
you
got it.
code. That took off $20. And then I just dropped like 100 of rewards. And it's
You know,
just spinning. I hit place order, so
But why you are getting this Joker?
why not?
listen, I'm back. I'm
Order
back in the
20
queue. I'm back in the
Why
queue.
not?
I've been back in the queue for like past 30 minutes.
Uh-huh.
I'm just wanna see if he's waitlisted or not. So I have another 11 minutes to wait, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm on like 2,900. I want to see too. I have like 12 minutes.
But why are you there? Why is this Korean there? Get out of there! Give space to the American people
is
that
the
need
most
to buy the
yellow thing you could
Joker.
have said. Jesus Christ.
what? You are in Korea. Why are you there?
I
You
just
are
wanna
not going
see.
to
I
buy.
just want to experience this whole thing. I don't know.
It's fun.
I'm not gonna pre-order.
Did you RSV?
I feel like a T-Dubs
RSVP?
employee waiting online for no reason.
We were all here with so many stuff, and Anthony was the only one that entered. Is already putting the codes here, putting the codes there, making a
Yeah, it
payment
worked.
plan.
The order confirmed.
And even
Oh, you got
doesn't
it,
collect
Anthony?
Dark
Yeah, I got it,
and
yeah.
even
Nice.
doesn't collect Dark Knight. So you see,
Yeah.
this and he
Okay,
gets
this
the
is
Joker.
interesting. Barbara Khan is saying I was at 1600 spot and it took 20 minutes to get the Artisan PO. So,
Yeah.
what does that mean? Like a lot of people just passed out, or like just,
I don't know.
Yeah, some people may just leave. May just don't want to wait.
or does that mean like Sideshow got like 2,000 of them?
See you soon, bro. And congratulations, you got your Joker, right?
Congrats, dude.
You got the Joker.
Absolutely.
Congrats to anyone who
Yeah.
got it. Joao got it. No, Joao didn't get it.
Wait,
Anthony
Mario,
got
what are
it.
you
I
saying?
got
I
it.
need a code. Are you okay, Mario?
Yeah, I likely won't keep it. It's just if somebody I know misses it, got one in the bank, you know?
$5,000 shipped.
Sideshow says limited to 4K.
No, I'll hook somebody up. If somebody in the Discord, if they needed it or something, you know?
Aries,
they
how
couldn't
are
get
you? Aries was 2994. My pre-order
up,
was just
dude?
confirmed
What's up,
right
Aries?
now, baby.
Nice.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Nice.
It's almost sold out now.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe,
Maybe
maybe.
people in the chat already have the inner term.
Yeah.
Let me see how is the poll. The poll is no, a huge no. No, but now it's changing. 54-46, no still wins.
Yeah, I mean, the poll was too early, man. Everybody was in queue, so I
Yeah.
hit no. Now my answer's changed.
Right.
But I
Demo
can't
2 and
change it.
scored the Joker even though I have 2 rooted air versions from Inart. You already, whoa, you already have 4, and now it will be the 5th one. Good. I mean, it's good. You can compare, and then if you probably get rid of one rooted, one of the rooteds, and keep the this one. There are enough figures from Hot Toys that you can display together with different Jokers. You have enough variations you can do. There are so many.
You know, like I
Wait
said
listed
before.
already? Is wait listed?
Is it?
Well, so this took 30 minutes.
So I told you, it was almost
Very
sold out.
nice. And that is recorded here live.
So your queue You are not in queue anymore, Christian.
My queue
Right.
is still going for some reason. I'm just looking.
Hey, Mario. The order time out and I
No!
lost it. Jesus.
No.
Mario, I may have one for you. 5,000 shipped. Brand new sealed.
No, fuck that, dude. I got you for 4K shipped.
$39.99, man, because I like you.
35,
bad.
my final offer.
$34.99.
Tomorrow with Anakin is gonna be harder than this, I think. I also think tomorrow with Anakin, but anyone
Yeah,
can
can you
confirm.
imagine?
Oh yeah, many people are confirming gear that is really waitlisted. Is waitlisted already. I'm gonna skip out. I just want to see how the experience was going to be, so I can be ready.
Well, my
for it.
phone refreshed,
Sold out.
and
Pesos?
You sold out or
fucking light.
waitlisted?
I can't see
it's
shit.
waitlisted.
Oh, okay.
The
Waitlisted,
light, man.
okay.
Sorry, here.
All right.
Okay, let me solo you.
So Artisan
see it for you
is
now.
waitlisted.
Join
It
waitlist.
automatically put me on the collector's edition, which I can pre-order.
But you already pre-ordered the Artisan or no?
Yeah, I already have it, but I did it on my phone too. So yeah, it's waitlisted.
Okay. So Guardian but Artisan is already waitlisted.
Aw, dude.
But Jedi Cruise, you didn't
Yeah,
want
he
it,
has
right?
one. Like it's rooted. So,
You have an art one. You are fine.
but,
Well,
but still.
We can see the future retailers right here selling all their stuff.
Damn.
Waitlisted in 30
it
minutes.
is 9:33.
33 minutes.
So yeah,
So
about
33
about
minutes.
30 minutes. Yeah.
How much
30
do
minutes.
you guys think it will take for the Anakin? 5 minutes?
Well, no, because the queue system is still keeping people in line. So
Yeah, but then what if like
They-
the first
they-
people,
maybe it
if
was
they
one
all
of
pick
the
it up?
last
depending on the
ones to
number,
get it.
though, right? Because they said the Joker was 4K, and Anakin is 3K.
Wait,
so I
are
would
we
say,
saying Sideshow is getting 4K for Joker and 3K for
who
Anakin?
fucking knows, man? But that's what they listed. When you look at the picture, they're like 4,000 units.
Jesus.
Limited edition, 4,000 units. It says it right there. Well, it's fucking. my
Is that
light.
Anakin? or that's Joker?
That was the Joker.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't. If those are the numbers that are sideshow, then Anakin will probably go in like 20 minutes.
I think it's always better using your PC.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's
Yeah, that's
better
what I
if
did.
you have
I did
a,
it on my computer.
hardwired connection.
Yeah, even if it's
I
like
just like the
5G or
sight
something,
is
I
so
feel
low.
like the hardwire.
Yomo, how
emitter
are
is
you?
much better.
Did you get the Joker? Costa saying I was able to buy it and you can use rewards.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, you can. That's what I did. And that
Nice.
$20 off code worked.
But isn't this like not the best time for people over there to pre-order, because this is like morning time, right? For you
So
guys.
Anthony, what time is it for you?
For
It's
enemies, 9.
9:35 a.m.
9:30. And Dante?
12:35.
Well, I'd say it's decent for Dante, but yeah, I know. Like for Anthony, kinda too early.
I get up early, so
Yeah.
I'm on vacation.
Mario
so-
cannot even join the 8 wait list.
Jeez.
Jesus, Sideshow is really kicking you out. Sorry.
Okay, now I'm wondering if Korean POs will ever come back. Are they really gone?
I hope I remember tomorrow. I have to put a reminder. Because I'm not gonna.
So like for everybody watching, like this is actually a pretty
Okay,
informative stream that you guys are just watched, because like you guys can expect this tomorrow. Yeah,
The
exactly.
T100 Iron Man, yeah. I think it was more limited. The Wonder Woman, I think so too.
I guess so.
He almost says that he just wanted the practice for tomorrow. Congratulations to those who got it completely. For everyone that got this Joker, that we got here 34 votes, and still now it's 53-47, so it's probably balancing. And Aries is asking, does anyone know how early you can get in the queue? Like what time tomorrow for Anakin? Does anyone recommend? I enter, I think is 10 minutes before the pre-order time. I
well,
think
right
is when
now,
they start
like
the
I
queue.
have the Anakin up on my on my browser, and it just is the
Don't
whatever.
tell me there's a
page, right?
24 hours
So,
queue.
Yeah, so I would just have that link ready, and then refresh it every whatever hour in the morning, and then eventually this URL will change to the queue system, right? I don't know when they activate the queue system though, so I would just refresh it every.
But it's so interesting. So many people are saying this. They went to the on-site show just to test to see how we'll be with Anakin tomorrow. So many people are using the Joker.
I guess
just
everyone
as
who
a
was
test.
watching was just doing the same thing that I was, like, just be part of this experience, I guess.
Yeah.
The Anakin ear sold out in 2 minutes. I even didn't have time. When I refreshed the page, when I entered the page, it was already gone. Gone.
Gone with the wind.
Secure the
guns?
Joker, Mr. Musashi. Congrats. System was much better this time. Sideshow did a very good job, says Andrew Craig. Majority of everyone was just practicing for the real Rumble tomorrow. Yeah, but tomorrow you guys, maybe you guys can go to 6 Scale Mafia or Man of Hot Collectibles, because I'm not going to be here streaming these the Anakin pre-order.
Yeah, I don't know if I will. Well, maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe.
All right, so I'm getting redirected right now.
But you
Artisan.
are not going anywhere. He's wait,
I
listen.
just
Where do you think you are
closed it,
going?
dude. There's like no point. Wait, I thought Mr. Musashi was living in Japan, wasn't he? I didn't know he was in the States.
Wait, why? Because of the name?
Kind of. I mean, he was talking about, like in the chat before previously, I don't know, a long time ago, he was in Japan or something. I didn't know he would be, ordering from Sideshow.
I thought this was pretty smooth. See what happens tomorrow. Conquer Night, how are you? Welcome, Sideshow. Handle it better this time. Yeah, seems that
Yeah,
everyone,
it was easy peasy. I mean, like for
everyone
the
was
most part, right?
kind of happy
Yeah,
with this.
I would say this was pretty
And
fair.
Only Mario was I think Mario was the only one that okay, he's in the wait list, but
Yeah, but the process was painless, and that's the whole point. Like once you, like if you don't get in the queue, then yeah, you don't
Stevie
get in the
Reed.
queue. But getting it in the queue was nice because it was literally that easy. Click, I change it to payment plan, add reward, add a code, hit next. There was no like error kicking me out. Like before, like you're like, oh my god, how many times do I have to buy this Wonder Woman? You know what I mean? None of that happened. It was just regular, smooth sailing. Click, 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 done.
But this comment here from Steve Wiebe, it's true in some way, because people that are going there to practice basically are taking spots, right? You are flooding the website.
Yeah, but if you don't buy it, you don't buy it.
Yeah,
So,
but if you don't buy it, like the item is still there for you. So.
yeah.
By the way,
Sideshow
Mr.
actually made
Musashi, I'm
improvements.
sorry.
You already asked these 2 times, Jedi Chris. Mobile or computer? We said mobile, but probably we said computer.
No, yeah, computer.
But maybe you are fine with the mobile, really. Maybe you are fine. Anyone has a coupon code for Mod UK's inside show?
Not in Sideshow, no.
You know what?
Or
When
Mod
I
UK's
went,
website?
when I went to Anakin's page to kind of like pre-order or whatever,
Exactly. Carlito, good point.
it says that the page that you're looking for does not exist.
Andrew said he's at work and he's on the phone without any problem. Stevie Weeby said it's true, but I'm kidding. Still a spot is taken. But yeah, because there is more people for the queue. Is what it is. But I think most everyone got the Joker. Most everyone that wanted, I think, got the Joker.
Except for Mario.
Stark Rash 1138 saying the FOMO is not for me, not the Bale Batman fan. Okay, let's see now what Professor says. I had a bad experience. It added to cart and was thrown back in the queue. I tried a couple codes that didn't work. I applied the payment plan, added rewards, and then to change my payment, then gone.
Yeah, but you know what? You can, like I said before, like just get your. I mean, I have my cards ready normally, so I just click on it. If I want to do payment plan, you can go back to it and then change it. So it's not like if you don't do it that right there. The only thing is the codes and the points and all that. If you want to look for those, but I mean,
Sideshow doesn't work with PayPal. You cannot use PayPal.
yeah, you can do
on
PayPal
Sideshow.
too. You can do PayPal too. Yeah.
Thick Panda Boy saying he tried 10 codes and none of them work. Justin saying my wife got hers. So you got 2 Jokers One, you got one and your wife got other. Whoa, congrats, bro. Just mentally preparing for tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a breeze. You'll see.
But I think it was like kind of like informative and kind of like for everybody.
Yeah, no, it was a smooth process.
Yeah, and I don't know, but I don't think you're gonna be able to log in that early. I think they're gonna start a certain time. I don't think no one will know the time, but it's probably gonna be a few minutes before.
Wait, what do you mean? I thought it was like 9 a.m. PT.
No. What I'm saying is that let's say if it's 9 a.m., but you cannot be logging in from midnight, for example. It will not work. Like it will probably be available like 30 minutes, 20 minutes before the
Like whenever like
time.
they choose to time it. Yeah.
Right, because then everyone was gonna be there. No one is gonna get it, right? So I think that's what they're gonna do. So I think it's gonna be.
It's almost $600, dude.
Yeah.
$570.
The Joker.
Yeah, it was $570 after tax. I mean, I threw some rewards and a coupon on it, but
Oh,
So this
Cost is saying it was a 15-minute countdown. I only entered when was it already 10 minutes.
So maybe
Okay.
tomorrow's gonna be the same thing.
maybe.
OG is asking, is the Anakin more desirable than the Joker?
Well, we can't
Honestly,
say
I would say
definitely, but
yes. I think yes. First, because with Anakin you don't have an option. There's only the Artisan version, only the rooted
Yeah.
version. So it's either you get that one, either you miss it. Then I think there's the in-art Joker that people got in-art Joker that are not getting this one. People are getting the sculpted Joker, not the rooted Joker. So I think Anakin and Anakin is a less quantity. It's 3,000 worldwide. I guess Anakin will be like 10 minutes and it's gone.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah. I say like 15 max, but yeah. I
everyone
say
gets
10
skewed
will
no way
be-
around it. Yeah, I think so. Unless you are maybe a sideshow employer and you got a special link. I don't know. True, my favorite. This was a single rooted figure. Didn't have to buy 2-pack like within art.
True,
you're
true,
talking about
but-
the $600.
The point made
it's
earlier
about the
was,
same
yeah.
price though,
Yeah.
in that sense. I mean, if you're going figure per figure, but yeah, it's still pricey.
So this would be like 600 shipped, right? After
Yeah,
taxes.
it was like 570 something out the door for me. Certain states don't have sales tax, so maybe 550, 540. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I got $30 coupon, so it came out down to 541, I think 547.
So like when you Anthony kind of like brought it up because this is actually like 600 shipped. It also goes down to the talk of the hype. So like I was talking about the Artisan line as being not kind of like overpriced, but then like now we kind of like feel the hype right now and
Hey, P-Rock.
kind
Did
of
you get the Joker?
Yo, did you get it, dude?
P-Rock?
So like, dude, like
What's up,
for
brother?
newcomers and old members, this hype and FOMO is tricky.
sure. And
We
this is a
just-
year
we
and a
just
half
felt it.
out,
We
right? I
just
mean,
went
look at
through all
the
that hype. We just lived through it. So like, and if it was me, I would have picked it up, just because.
But
Is that-
Dante, you already... It's okay your order or not?
Yeah, I got one.
I mean, you could just go to there's no queue system anymore, so it just takes you directly there, and then collector's edition. You know what I mean? Like, you can go refresh it now. I don't think there's a queue. I just refreshed the page, and it brings
Somebody,
you right to it, but it just shows that's waitlisted. You can join the wait list.
somebody put a picture on Facebook about the Wonder Woman hair sculpt with the hair like all
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
All weird? Really?
Yeah, like it wasn't that great.
Wait.
Do you think that's gonna be the case with the Hot Toys Joker or Anakin?
I mean, it just depends on how you dress the hair. I mean, you're gonna have to treat the hair. It's either
But
either pre-treated or you're still gonna have to like.
The
with
Joker, I still think it's okay, but the Wonder Woman hair is not easy to work with that hair to really look good.
Yeah.
That is not a hair that is easy to because of all that curling and needs to look natural.
So I didn't look in detail. So I've heard glue issues and like you said, the curls on her hair is not like natural. What do you guys think? I mean, do you guys think like Hot Toys kind of like mismanaged their production?
I'd have to have it in hand, dude, to really be able to give an opinion. Because I don't know, right? That's kind of why I'm interested just to seeing how this Joker will be, because I suspect, and same with the Anakin, I mean, it's just a hot toy from the neck down. I mean,
Yeah.
in the Anakin sculpt, I think it's the same damn sculpt. They just rooted it, different paint app.
Oh,
So,
wait, do you think it's the same sculpt? Really?
yeah, it looks like it to me, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
You may
I
be
can't
right.
Same
confirm
has
it,
got
but
different paint, like
yeah,
Anthony
so I
mentioned.
was thinking the
Maybe.
paint's just a little different. So is it really worth that? That's what I want to know.
Well, I don't want to like kill the hype down before I pre-order for tonight, but yeah, I mean that depends on the individual, right? I mean, if you
Yeah.
want to get it for the for the exclusivity and this whole this hype.
Well, I mean, what I mean is by like, it's going to be a while, but like once we have it in hand, we can tell like, oh, is this all the same? It's the same old hot toy, right? Or did they do something like where InArt, had done way different material, and more real world applications. Obviously the bases are different, right, with the wood and the metal, but like, what is all the fabric? What is all the tailing, all the soft goods on this Joker? Is it an improvement, or is it just when you grab it, are you going to be like, oh, well, this is a hot toy? Like it just
Exactly.
same quality, just we have rooted hair now. I don't know.
Like the only thing they stated was like the new level of tailoring, and they didn't really mention about material. So like I'm guessing because they like to brag about that shit. Like whenever they apply something, they put it out there. Then we haven't heard anything from either Joker or Anakin. So like I'm guessing it's not gonna be anything new. I'm hoping though, but then I'm guessing not. So yeah, like Anthony, you nailed it. Like we'll have to see it in hand to really kind of tell if they'll be really like worth the buck.
Yeah, really.
But for for anyone watching, if you want to pick it up, you can pick it up, and if you want to pass, you can pass. Like it's up to you, dude. That's the whole point that we've been saying all night on this whole stream. It's up to you, dude. It's up to you, and no one can tell different whether you made a bad choice or not. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it, and that's all that mattars.
Hell yeah, that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Even us
Wonder
here,
Woman
four of
sculptor
us.
was in a click glass was
Yeah.
and sent so there doesn't get messed up to the ship. I'm sure it will be the same with the I think they are going to do that. Ended up with a sculpted version, 500 for the hair, no thanks. And Sean Rodriguez, what's funny is that I think everyone is forgetting that episode 3 anniversary is literally a year and a half away. I'm pretty sure we'll see another rooted Anakin more easily attainable. The thing is that I don't know how much really Hot Toys cares about anniversaries because it's so random. We are going through the 40th Return of the Jedi anniversary and
They don't care.
they don't care that
They
much.
don't care.
Talia is asking, did I understand correctly? You have to be on the RSVP list to chance to get it? Yeah, you need to.
Yeah.
You need to.
Guys, if you want this, be on the RSVP.
Will Anakin cost more than Joker because the lights? No, Anakin
No.
is cheaper.
It's cheaper.
Yeah.
It should be about $440 or less.
But I have here these photos taken by MRC. This is, I think it took these photos when? Oh, this is already in end photos
Uh-huh.
from him.
Do we have any close-ups?
I'm checking. No, this is as close as it goes.
Interesting.
What's
So-
interesting?
So, Joel, do you know what's the issue with the glue situation? Because like I don't really know,
What
but
glue?
I've just been hearing stuff.
I don't know what clue. What happened?
I don't know, like some kind of like there's some issue with the glue on her hair. Like it sounds like you can kind of like see it or something. Like that's why I'm kind of asking you guys if you guys.
No,
Heard
I
or
never.
seen
I didn't
anything.
heard anything. I didn't. I really don't know.
But judging by these photos, what do you guys think?
I think it's
Okay, I have here way better ones. I knew that there were better photos. Wait a moment.
Yeah, because I feel like yeah, closer photo might.
Now I have here the
Will do
closer photos that
justice.
the MRC also shared. You can see here.
Mm. Well, I don't see any issue though.
Yeah, you kind of see there the glue. You see?
Okay,
You kind of see the
okay.
glue there in
Mm.
the top.
so that may be it.
You see here. This no.
Mm. I mean,
And this eye, I don't know if I like this eye. This needs a certain pose, but you can see the glue there. You can see where they placed
Okay.
the glue there.
okay, I
You
can
see.
clearly see the glue, like the kind of like the. Jesus. Okay. I mean, I get it. Hot Toys is, a mass production company, so I would have to kind of expect this kind of thing, but at the
That's-
same time, we're paying for it. I mean, it feels like it's overpriced already a little bit, at least. I mean, for me. So
You nailed it, my friend. You said mass produced, right? So and that's one of the things that I always say, between Hot Toys and Inart, right? Yes, Inart is the Joker was really good, but was not perfect, right? It came with some issues, right? But because of the amount, I guess, I don't know how they did the Joker, but I think it was more in terms of volume, way less than Hot Toys. And that right there
Sure.
could be a big difference, right? Because this is a mass-produced one. It's always going to be some discrepancies, some issues. So that's my biggest fear about, those limited edition ones that Hatos is trying to do. I mean, yeah. So I don't know. I just
Well,
hope
I
that
don't-
this is not the case.
I'm not aware of this. What happened? That what Sideshow did with the Back to the Future 2 doc and
no
Marty.
idea. You guys know?
I don't know. I don't have idea. I'm listening. This is the first
I don't even
time.
know what that means.
What did they pull out yesterday? Would they have some on a warehouse find or something? I don't.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Oh, maybe it was
Very
a warehouse
curious.
thing. Maybe.
Oh, Justin said that just got notification his Cobra is shipping. This from the Sliced Alone, right?
Nice.
The official one.
Did you guys get him?
I did.
I
I'm
think
checking
we're-
right now to see if I
yeah,
had
I
an
think
email.
Anthony got it.
Evan,
Joe, did you?
No, Cobra.
No. Dante?
Warehouse finds. Oh, I suppose was the new ones, the these guys ones. I think they neglect originals because most of the collectors only collect that. Prequel lovers collect it all. Just look at episode 2 Hot Toys Wave. Yeah, that one.
Kinda,
went
but
very
then,
good
like,
for them.
The thing with episode 2 was
Yeah.
like they were riding the
Warehouse finds
the
shit.
wave of the COVID, like the whole hype thing going on. There's like a lot of the community was at the maximum point. I feel like there was like a lot of newcomers, and then now like the wave kind of like died down. So I guess maybe it was due to that. Maybe. I don't know.
Christian. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, I think we are going to wrap up here. We are already 3 hours, almost 3 hours and a half streaming. This is even so. We still have 72 here in the chat with us. I know is an entertaining morning for all of you, and thank you everyone for passing by. Don't forget to leave the click that like button if you haven't yet. I always ask this when I'm leaving, but whatever. Sorry. But you already know you can next Thursday same time, and meanwhile don't forget to subscribe to 6Scale Mafia, join the Discord group, Men of Hot Collectibles, both doing amazing reviews and live. When are you going back to with the live streams, Dante?
I was planning to do one tomorrow. I'll put some I mean, you guys are welcome to join if you have time tomorrow, like around 8:30 Eastern. So I'm still putting together the panel and the topics, but I might do a stream tomorrow morning just to kind of like do this thing, just to see if I can get one Anakin live so you guys can see. I don't know. I'll see. It all depends on.
Jesus, keep it going. Let's make it 20 hours. I cannot.
right.
I can't. Sorry.
I can let Christian here. He probably
No,
could
no,
stay
no.
here. I cannot. And Mario is saying thanks for extended stream, fellas. I believe you appreciate it because you are at work. You are with the headphones, listening, following a stream.
I did it
But
for
yeah,
you,
it was
Mario.
Jesus, almost 3 hours and a half. I never thought. Aries, thank you so much for passing by and congratulations on your Joker. And
Yeah.
Nice. Congrats,
tomorrow,
everyone.
Anakin. I'm sure all of us are excited to get the Anakin. But I think that's all for today. And Anthony, you have anything coming that you want to?
My show Saturday night. Just dropped a DeLorean review yesterday, unboxing kind of video.
4K blast.
Yeah, 4K blast, man. It's cool, man. Yeah, check it out if you guys haven't. It was pretty fun. Had a lot of fun doing it. So that's it, really, man. Thank you for having me, of course, man.
No, all good. And Anthony, no. Dante, what you have coming?
It
You have
took
any
you,
review
it took
coming?
you some time. Yeah, I have the Joker, Marsto's Joker coming probably this weekend, and I'm probably gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna do a collection tour, because I'm gonna be traveling next week. So I was thinking to probably drop that one during my away time. But if not, probably tomorrow I'll do a stream. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna do it in the morning or at night. I'm still thinking, but I will, guys. I will let you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you
that's what I
for
have.
coming by.
No, yes, my
And
pleasure. Thanks.
Christian, you have anything you want to plug in?
Oh yeah. I'll be on LWO if I get invited, and yes, I'll be here.
I will
every,
be in LWO if I get invited.
And you never know. So and I'll be here next Thursday for Collectors Unite, and for everybody.
If you get invited,
Yeah, if I ever get invited, yes, of course. You never know. So yeah.
you never know.
And yeah, congrats to everybody who picked up the Joker, and good luck to everybody for tomorrow for Anakin. Yeah, that'll be it. Good luck, guys.
May the
Seriously.
force be with you. See you guys tomorrow next week.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.